Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
And we are back with a late live Tuesday edition of Wake
Your Game Up. Let's go,
Yes.
baby.
Right up the
fellas,
country.
top of the morning.
Yes. Good afternoon, almost, fellas.
That's right.
Yeah, somebody's.
We almost didn't have a show because, like, I definitely had my hands full. Pause this morning, and then I know Lee had the doctor's appointment, and then but then, like, you know what? It came together. Look at that.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? I managed to make all the phone calls I needed to make. 2 of them, I ain't gonna lie, went nowhere. Real fast.
Hey, we on the countdown to the draft, man. Hey, and it came together for a reason because we is on the countdown to the draft, man. What is it? 9 days, they said?
We are 9 bloody days away from the motherfucking draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's go.
Talk about it, big bro. Talk about it, big bro.
Yeah, man, shout out to our man Bernie Mac. It's gonna be his birthday that Friday, and he's gonna be out there.
Let's go. That's federal.
So, you know what I mean? He's
shout out to Bernie Mac.
Native.
On everything. Hey, good afternoon, Emil. What's going on with you, big bro?
Hey, good afternoon, all the way from Canada. Canada, stand up.
Come on now. He said Travis Hunter says he'll retire if he doesn't go both ways in the NFL polls.
Yep. I was gonna put that one up there.
Oh, my mama. Oh, everything.
Yeah, you know what? Travis Hunter's gonna go both ways, okay? Everyone, pause.
Not on
He'll
Cleveland.
retire.
Just
Hey,
not
it's a
on
good-
Cleveland.
Not on Cleveland. Oh,
Just
everything.
keep him away from Cleveland, please.
I was watching.
He's gonna have to learn to throw the ball to himself too.
Fuck it. Do all three. Oh, everything. Real
He played,
talk. Fucking Steve Smith got a good podcast with one of the homies from the NFL Network, and he breaks down all the wide receiver prospects coming into the draft, right? And they finally dropped the Travis Hunter part one of the Travis Hunter one. So that's a damn good watch whenever y'all get some time. Go look at all the wide receivers that they dropped for this season, for this draft class. On my mom, it's a damn good watch. But the Travis Hunter one is a damn good watch for sure.
Does he
100%.
does he talk about how he catches other man's women? Takes them to the house.
Oh my mother.
Yeah.
Agent 89. Oh my mother.
Oh, Steve Smith. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember-
Steve Smith.
Oh,
Oh, everything.
oh,
Yeah,
Mr.
Steve
said-
Smith.
Travis Hunter. I was
Hey,
like,
the guy
yeah,
got his
boss.
number and called Steve Smith, and Steve
Yeah.
he said hello. He
Yeah,
said,
that was pretty
"You
wild.
sleeping with
I
my
didn't
wife?"
he bang
said, "I'm
some chick
sorry."
from the Baltimore that was working for the Ravens?
She was a cheerleader.
Yeah, I knew something was
She was
that.
right?
going to, like the drum
Yeah.
line or
I
something.
think the most recent one though was she was on her way out in that relationship. Wasn't that the case?
Something like that, but I know he had a little misconduct with her, I guess.
A little misconduct. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there was more than a 15-yarder.
A false start.
I think the rule didn't measure pause.
Did my boy Marcellus Wiley play for the Chargers?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so
Marcellus Wallace was the actual person he played for the Chargers.
Wiley.
Marcellus Wiley.
Marcellus
Yeah.
Wiley.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
Marcellus
Wiley, I thought he
Wallace.
played for the Broncos.
No, it was
He played for the
Chargers.
Brad from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, so they got a so he got a podcast, right? So he also does the single shit where he covers stories, that's popping and shit. But he also got a podcast with former players and then his homies that never made the pros but that are athletes, right?
Did you know his wife is a housewife too?
Huh?
Yeah, a Real Housewife. Yeah.
Yeah, his wife's one of the Real Housewives.
Okay, but-
Oh, is that right?
JD?
Yeah, my
Finish
wife
the story,
watches it.
JD.
Huh?
Hold on, finish that story.
Oh, I forgot what I was finna say now.
Talking about Brett, he had a podcast. He brings on Brez that are former players and players that didn't make it.
Yeah, what was we talking about before that?
Marcellus
Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah.
Marcellus Wallace.
Wiley.
Damn it.
Wiley.
Marcellus
It'll
Wallace.
come to me.
Yeah.
Oh my mama, it come to me.
I know
Yeah,
it
played-
sucks getting
Played
old.
for the
doesn't it?
Chargers 01 to 03, Cowboys
Damn, I
04,
forgot what I
Jacksonville
was finna say.
Jaguars
My bad,
05
y'all, that
06.
No, it's all
And then
good.
the Bills
Lee-
97.
Lee was like, his wife's a housewife. At first, I was like, well, does that mean she doesn't work? But I'm like, oh, the Real
He
Housewife.
didn't play for the Ravens.
What the fuck?
Which one was she
I'm
from?
burnt.
Atlanta?
Oh my. Hey, we got Minnesota Den in the building, top of the morning,
Hey,
big
what's
bro.
up, Danny?
We got Peacock in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
Make sure to check on neonpeacockmerch.com.
100%. Matter of fact, that you said that. Let's go ahead and play a message from our sponsor, big bro.
Right.
We got a
Joint.
sale going on too.
Look,
Yeah,
hold on.
With the
Here we
MF
go. Let me get you. Show that thing, big bro. Pause.
right there. Damn.
Damn.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? That shit go crazy. I've been waiting to bust this one. I was like, you know what? Wake your game up.
Let me
That
see
one looked good
yours,
in the-
Lee.
that
Oh,
one
you
looked
took
good in the
yours
frame.
off. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a message from our
Yeah, and I found Yes, sir.
Okay.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. Shout out to our sponsor and shout out to our Miles Peacock, the Neon Peacock himself. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama.
Usually, he would grace us with his presence, but he's running around in the field right now doing Neon Peacock things.
Come on now. He said he's stuck in a motherfucking car crash case all day today.
You gotta watch. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Rashee Rice is in there. You know what I mean? Somewhere Rashee Rice is around there.
Minnesota Den talking that real. He said the universe will always bring us together at the right time. Talk about it. Oh my mama.
You ain't lying. That's some real shit right there.
And shout out to Candlestick, man. We got Big Bro Candlestick in the building.
What's up, bro?
He said talking about his podcast with old player that made it and didn't make it. Hey, that's a damn good he tried to look out for me, bro. He tried to throw me that oop. I'm still drawing a blank on what the fuck I was finna say, bro.
I'll be doing that shit all day though.
Burnt out.
My move is I'll go downstairs and then I'll just open the cabinets up and then I'll just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Then I'll come back upstairs with a snack. And then my lady be like, did you get my water? I'm like, oh, that's what I was doing down there. I get down and like I'm in the I'm gonna get it. Kids asleep, eat their snacks.
Oh, every day.
I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I'm high as a motherfucker. I forgot. I need some water too.
Come on now.
Cotton mouth to the motherfuckers. Ears.
Yes.
Do you got the list from the streets?
Oh, I got more than the streets. Let's take it to the streets. God damn it. Let's go. All righty there, fellas. Let's do this. Let's go. We go. All right. So we got 9 days until the NFL motherfucking back in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's go. Well, I know Spencer touched on it, but former LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacy passed away at 24 years old of a self-inflicted gun wound after running from the cops.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate turn of events when the more and more that comes out about that whole situation. It's just sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Well, what do you think about used car and the Saints?
What's up, Albert?
Albert, what was that, Lee?
What do you think about this mess with Derek Carr?
Is it official that he having the surgery?
Well, he's having a second opinion today, but that came out this morning is Derek Carr's previous undisclosed shoulder injury left the Saints with no choice but to keep him for 2025, pay him another $40 million this year, and deal will nearly $60 million in future cap charges.
He needs a second opinion.
Now they're saying the Saints.
Would you say he needs a second opinion from a doctor?
Yeah, and
got you, big bro.
The Saints knew of Carr's shoulder. It's all good.
Hold on, ears. Let me get this, ears. I am a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Bogey in the house.
See this right here? This is a shoulder. See that?
Shoulder
see how
lean.
See how it just holds the arm like that? See that?
Mm-hmm.
See, look at see how now my hand holds the microphone. See that? And how it's connected all the way to the shoulder. See that? Derek Carr he don't got that right now.
Well, he got a prosthetic at the moment.
Oh, hold on, ears. Hold on. Can't throw the ball. You don't got a shoulder, man. I'm a doctor.
Come on now. Oh, my mama. Hey,
go ahead.
What's the chances of them really running with Rattler this year?
It looks like they could be running Rattler, or could be going Aaron Rodgers if he doesn't sign with Pittsburgh.
Well, that means they don't like the QBs here because they're gonna have a shot at one of them. If it's not Shador that falls, there's also rumors of them trying to jump up to get Shador. You got Vegas who's playing all their cards right now because they're going to have a visit with Shador. Raise the price up for anyone that's interested in Shador. Like if you want him and he's there, you better come up and get him. it is scary because if you want Shador, you might need to jump in front of the Raiders for real.
Well, the Giants
And that's if the Giants don't, and if the Giants pass on them and the Browns, and you know what I mean, like because obviously 4 and 5 is the Patriots and the Jags, they're not gonna grab QBs. You know what I mean?
Well, the Giants have a private workout with Shador tomorrow.
Is that
Okay,
right?
see
Yeah.
that?
So
Yeah, that was scheduled late last night. It came
There
out
it is,
breaking.
Saints, you
that
gotta
Shador
trade up
has a
with the
private meeting,
Giants.
a scheduled meeting with the Giants, and a private workout just for them. No one else but the Giants.
yeah, but there's no way that the Giants, if T Hunter or Penn State guy kid, my bad,
Abdul?
is there and they're passing on them. There's no way, bro. I don't care who they work out. 100%. They're staying put if one of them dudes fall to them. And it looks like it is 100%.
And when you bring them in to do a workout, what kind of workouts you make?
Well, because they're saying right here
the feats of strength.
the Giants are believed to be targeting Abdul Carter.
100%. So I don't care if they work out Shador. They're not sliding out of that pick. They need that player. 100%, whether it's Hunter or Carter.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers are open to the idea of moving back from 8th overall in the draft.
Of course they are. They're the Panthers.
Exactly.
And that's where one of them sweet spots is for Shador if he slide, because right after them is the fucking the team that you just said before, the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
I guess we are living in a time where, at least, because everything changes from day to day. But like as it stands right now, it looks like Shador isn't the favorite in the top 3. And if you're not going to be in the top 3, you're going to slide right past 4 and 5, or 4 and 5 are subject to maybe trade out because someone who wants Shador that bad. But the more and more he falls, the more and more people might be inclined to just sit and stay put. You know what I mean? And the Saints could just stay put and get him.
Well, several executives have said there's no doubt about the Titans picking Miami Cam Ward #1 overall, unless they get a stupid offer in quotes. So they're gonna have to blow them away, overwhelm them to have that #1 pick.
I think it's not going to happen because they definitely haven't been working out nobody, bro, or having visits like that.
No, they haven't. It's been Cam Ward or nothing.
Unless they have like the best scout team ever, and then they could pull the fast one. Yeah.
Well,
and we got a Saints fan in the building, top of the Molten Dalton.
What up, Dalton?
He said they need to give Rattler a chance.
If I take a really good look at Rattler, right? You kind of just, okay, yeah, 3-win season, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, they're good. So in other words, are they tanking? Are they tanking?
And they're with that. They got a
Rattler and start the backup, whoever that may be.
Hayner.
So is that
is it still Hayner?
Nick Hayner, the jackhammer?
I don't know if it's still him or not. I remember him being there.
JD, would that be considered tanking for Arch Manning?
Right.
There it is right there. When I look at Spencer Rattler, I look at a solid chance at fucking rewriting history with nephew Arch.
And Dalton said we haven't seen Rattler play with starters. He's been playing with third-string players.
This is facts. He also
more than Hefe.
What up, Hefe? I'm wondering how that line is going to be, though. Because then if that's the case, then you go O-line if you're the Saints at 9. You go O-line because then you're setting it up for whatever future QB you finna bring in. And, I guess they would give Spencer Rattler a shot here. But, I mean, still, though, in the event this happens, I still think they bring in, Aaron Rodgers or somebody, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, Cam Ward just inked a deal with Under Armour. He's the first #1 pick, projected #1 pick to do so since Cam Newton to sign that one with.
Oh, that's big.
Under Armour, yeah.
He called Tennessee. He's like, "Look, I had struck this deal, but because I told him I was kind of gonna be the 1-on-1 already. All right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean."
And Colorado is set to retire the jersey numbers of Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders on April 19th.
Oh, because they did so much.
What did they
We
do?
won 10 games.
Legendary.
You know?
Yeah, and I think the
collegiate
year before
history.
they came, they only won like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, that is fact.
They
Hey,
won
Dalton
2
said
games.
Saints need O-line bad no matter whose QB is.
Yeah.
Who the QB is.
Yeah.
Top of
Well,
the morning, Banks.
What up, Banks?
Big Banks.
Well, Aaron Old Man Rodgers reportedly pitched to the Vikings, starting 1 year for a Super Bowl run, mentoring J.J. McCarthy, and handing it over the reins to him after that. And they got shut. He was shut down and said, nope, we're handing the keys to J.J.
I feel like that's a phone call Aaron Rodgers personally makes too.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, Minnesota GM speaking. Yeah, this is Aaron Rodgers. I have a deal for you. How about this? I mentored JJ for a year, which already read closed captions. He ain't mentoring shit.
Shit.
Yeah, you don't want to learn from Rodgers. All he's gonna do is throw a temper tantrum and bitch at somebody about how poorly he plays football now.
Well, the Steelers are keeping an eye.
Imagine him yelling at Addison. You're like, God damn it, Addison. You run the 9 round, and that's all you got.
Or McConnell.
Yeah. Well, Pittsburgh is keeping an eye out on the Falcons' Kirk Cousins situation as they wait Aaron Rodgers to see if Rodgers says no, they want to get crazy Kirko in there.
Yeah, and they got they definitely got a 6th rounder for Atlanta.
Well, coming out this morning is the Dolphins and cornerback Jalen Ramsey have mutually set to explore trade options. Ramsey's due $25.1 million fully because the Dolphins have already paid him $4 million in roster bonus, but the next team that gets him has to pick up the $21 million.
Yeah, he's not a shutdown. $25 million means you're a shutdown, and he's no longer that type of corner.
I don't know who's going to pick up
He's
the
been
21.
decent at IDP too because
He backs up all them tackles.
They gonna move his ass to safety
All them fucking wide receivers be catching the ball. He's like, oh shit, push him out of bounds.
because he said he want to
real.
play safety at some time at some
Yeah.
point in his career too.
Yeah.
We got
Well-
we got Brandon in the. Oh, my bad, big bro.
No. You can go ahead. Now.
We got Brandon in the building. He said, "Can't believe the Red Sox versus Rays game ended before."
Don't
they
even
had a
talk
chance
about
to get
that
back
shit
in
to
it.
me.
Shout out to Brandon.
Was that 16-1 or something?
Shut up! You don't want to hear about your fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
What was that score?
Shit to me.
Hey,
God
my bad. I
damn
couldn't hear you over
Boston.
Lee's rant. What was it?
I think the score. Was
All right,
about-
I heard enough for fucking you. Fuck you.
What was that? Hold on,
We
Lee was
about
sneaking up over
16-1
here.
or
What was the
something.
score?
Fuck you.
Oh, 16-1.
Hey, Brandon is on fire this morning. He said T.J. Watt traded to the Packers, confirmed. He's on fire.
Well, Deshaun Massage Hands-On Watson's contract allowed the Browns to purchase insurance that gave his 2024 injury could give them more than $55 million in cash and cap relief.
Wow, good for them. They're
And
getting
the Chiefs-
bailed out.
The Chiefs came out late last night and said Rashid Rice has been cleared to run routes in his recovery from his ACL tear.
Welcome back, Rasheed Rice.
I would say he's recovering.
Welcome back until he maybe gets a suspension.
I say recovering.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I am a doctor, okay? Not Andy Reid. Andy Reid's the head coach.
yeah.
Okay.
Texans head coach D'Amico Ryan spoke highly of Christian Kirk and believes he's going to be a very valuable target for quarterback C.J. Stroud.
Let's get it.
I would think so. They're gonna try to run like a Sean McVay-esque style offense with the coordinator they just brought in from LA. You know what I mean? And yeah, that slot's gonna get peppered.
Well,
Pause.
well, yesterday, longtime superstar cornerback Patrick Peterson called it a career.
Good for him. He was
Pat
really
P.
fucking dope.
Emil said
Hey,
he still
was
thinks the
dope,
Texans.
dope.
Yeah, he was a nasty Madden. He was nasty on Madden
Yeah,
for sure,
because
bro.
you know why? He's always a threat to take it all the way back in his heyday. You know what I mean?
And he could cover too. Oh my mama, he was his cover skills on Madden was nasty for
Mhm.
sure too.
Yeah, and they even had him returning joints too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, several executives around the league believe the Bengals should have put more focus on improving the offense and defensive lines instead of bringing back T. Higgins.
I can understand that take.
They also should have took Penei Sewell in a lot of people's opinions, but I still would have always took Chase there.
And that draft worked out for both teams.
Exactly.
Those two
Yeah.
players.
And Higgins, for what it's worth, he was drafted with Burrow. You know what I mean? Burrow always was
Second
like,
round, I
man,
think.
pay my guy. You know what I mean? Burrow was you know what I mean?
Emil said, still think the Texans draft a receiver. And Brandon said, some receiver run routes, Chiefs receivers run. He's on fire.
Well, you know
Well,
what's crazy too is it doesn't even seem like he finna get charges neither. Like it's all civil cases.
Well, the
that I
case
see
in
that I kinda
Texas
like
is
digging.
it's still ongoing.
Yeah, but still, he has never been charged with nothing. Is what I'm saying, bro. And like, the only thing I've seen is like people trying to file civil suits against him. They're just trying to get a bag, bro. Like, hopefully that keeps baking into his ADP. You feel me? And then we'll get him a little cheaper. It is a lot of mouths to feed over there. We got Hollywood Brown who they're bringing back as well. But I guess Kelsey ain't like really a factor who takes it all anymore. Pause.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the Browns owner Jimmy this is crazy. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam said he won't hold it against GM Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski if the team isn't able to figure out the quarterback position this year. So basically, is that buying him another year to coach?
I just what he said to him. He said, "Look, nobody's gonna coach you anyway, bruh. So like, don't leave." He's actually telling Stefanski not to leave right there. He's like, "Listen, don't
Did he
worry
win
about
the,
the team this year. We
Didn't
brought
he
in
win the coach of the
year.
year before there?
Yeah, it took a couple years ago.
Well, everything. And then 2
Get
years
to the
ago, with
playoffs.
get to the playoffs with
He was the
OG
coach of the year with
Flacco
Flacco.
and 3 other quarterbacks. Like, they got to try and get him. And he walked into the situation with Watson. Like, yeah, and the owner.
No, he traded for
accepted that it
Watson.
was
He walked into the situation with Baker.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And then
Good looking.
He got into the playoffs with Baker too, and they beat the Steelers. They got that was Baker's first playoff win.
See, that right there tells me that Carter or Hunter for sure. Maybe a early round QB or a second round, third round QB, and then we'll play out this year and see what we do next year. Maybe we can bring in some. I don't know, bro, but it does give him one more. He does deserve another year.
I do like the
Hopefully
pass rush.
somebody that's his. Pause.
I do like the pass rush idea. You just get it, like, because anyone opposite Garrett would be nasty, especially if you're going higher in at that position opposite him. You know what I mean? And
don't you got Newsome and what's the other cornerback's name that just got paid over there?
Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward got paid.
And Newsome, isn't them the two starting cornerbacks?
I'm trying to remember the other brother that they had over there.
The
one that got paid last year was my man Del Pitt at the safety position. He got his little bag.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you got Denzel Ward that's starting, and I think they got Newsome over there as their other corner. So when you bring in Hunter, you're not bringing him in to start on that other side of fucking Denzel Ward. Just like in New England, how they just brought in Carlton Davis and got Christian Gonzalez over there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, you could have them in some situations where it's like, all right, you playing more receiver. And the kids came out and said it. The kids said, listen, I'm going both ways, pause. Or I'll retire.
Hey, Aziz hit Sunshine Trevor Lawrence so hard he no longer remembers the Titans.
What? Well,
and that was 2 years ago when Aziz was with the Titans.
How did you manage to get Tate Ratledge on the stream? My boy on fire.
Hey, that dude's clown. I love it.
Woo! Well, Lions Lions head coach Dan Campbell believes the players are more important than the scheme and thinks they will be fine without Ben Johnson.
That's what he's supposed to say.
Yeah, and I mean, shit. All that personnel, you should be fine. The OC they brought in, he came from Sean Payton and them.
Did you see what I sent you guys, fellas, in the thread about those contracts that Detroit's got coming up for the extensions?
Oh,
See if
yeah.
I can pull it up.
Detroit's paying everybody right now.
Oof. Yeah, but do you think they can put all those contracts out what they got paying right now? Someone's gonna be left out or something.
No, well, here's the
Hey,
thing.
if they don't win the Super Bowl within the next year or two, they're gonna be like us.
Yeah, that's
They
what
done
I'm
been
saying.
to the NFC Championship. They done got put out the second round. Now they got it. They gonna have to make this season count and the next season.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, because JMO's the next who would want to get paid, and Hutchinson, and you know what I'm saying, Hutchinson, the leverage they got on him is that he's coming off the ACL, so you know
Okay,
he's back
this
to
is
having
what they're saying.
And what is this? Gibbs third year? What is
Okay.
this? Gibbs third year?
Gibbs third year,
Uh-oh.
and like I said, JMO's the next one to get paid because JMO's
Uh-oh.
this is year
This is what
4.
they're saying. These are what Detroit's extension projections would be. Hutchinson would get the freak. I just had it here. It was
35 to 40 million,
it
probably.
was something like that. Yeah.
That's the going rate.
because Garrett didn't.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course,
the going
Browns
rate.
always fuck the game up because that's the only way they can keep premier players is they have to fuck the
And
market up,
Hutchinson
you know?
go-
So they jump
And
that
Hutchinson
market up
gonna
to
get
40
paid
million.
after Micah. Micah might get more than Garrett, and then here come Hutch.
Yeah, they're saying this. Hutchinson would get 4 years, 160 million.
Oh,
Kirby, 4 years, 82. Branch, 4 years, 82. Gibbs, 4 years, 89. Laporta, 4 years, 80
forgot about
million.
Branch.
And then Williams, 4 years, 120 million.
Take a walk. I ain't fucking with that 120 million for Williams. Hell no.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
for real.
must mean this
He
year
has
he
to
gonna
finish
be
like
a
as a top
WR1,
5
get
guy
up.
or something. It's
Yeah.
hard to do that when you got St. Brown there too.
Yeah,
That motherfucker gonna be
exactly.
a top 3 wide receiver if he get that
I ain't
money.
doing that.
You ain't lying.
He ain't. Yeah.
I'm like, that's like cap nightmare, man. I don't know how they can do all that.
I mean, they do it all the time, bro. It's
They do.
easy.
You're right. They
It's
do
cash
it all
over
the time,
cap.
Cap over cap.
You know what I mean?
Well, that
And this is why you do
Prescott-
extensions because then the money doesn't the money against the cap don't kick until the actual contract year when the actual first year of the contract. So for example, like if they were to extend JMO after this year, they're gonna it's not gonna start till after his 5th year on that contract, on that rookie contract, because this is year 4 right here that we're going in for him. With then we're going into year 3 with Hutchinson right here, and he's coming off of ACL. It's just like Nick Bosa, actually. It's kind of crazy. Nick Bosa went crazy as a rookie. Very next year, tore his ACL. And then fucking he had to, the Niners ran his shit all the way down to year 5.
Well, Dak Prescott will be has plans to take part in OTAs in some capacity.
Who's that?
Dak Prescott. Cortland Sutton said recently he's optimistic about the state of negotiations between the team, and he plans to attend OTAs either way, even with the contract situation going on.
Man, he better take like 24 million and shut up.
Yeah.
He get like
Well-
a 2-year, 3-year extension or something like that, and 2 years on paper.
Well, former wide receiver Henry Ruggs could be released from prison in about 1 year with probation. He reportedly could seek a return to the league.
you
Was
got a lot
that
of
one
bad
league?
juju.
The USFL?
Yeah. The UFL, I think it is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
That league.
I'll be right back.
Well, Bills head coach Sean McDermott believes a change of scenery after 9 years can help rejuvenate Joey Bosa further.
Joey Bosa rejuvenated?
Yeah, I don't think so.
How old is Joey?
It's got to be on
Is he
the
up-
wrong end of 30.
Yeah, he's like 32, 33, something like that. He's what is it going to what, year 9 now? I think.
With one healthy season or something.
Yeah, what his first year at that? Yeah,
That was
exactly.
it. Only one full healthy.
One,
season?
I think one and a half seasons. Sorry, he got hurt halfway through the season. The second,
It's pretty bad when you look at Joey Bosa's resume.
yeah.
I don't know what the Chargers.
Well, I don't know what it is with the Bosa brothers. They're both like either juice. They had so much juice in their systems. Their soft tissue injuries, paws, are pretty bad.
Yeah. You think he has a custom helmet for that nose he's got? You know, it's like, hey, the Bosa's. Doesn't Nick Bosa have that one helmet that like extends out a little bit?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
I don't know if Joey rocks that same helmet. Gives him a little space up here.
I kind of had a kick on this one. Chargers Jim Harbaugh sees a little of former Colin Kaepernick in Trey Lance. I'm like, ugh.
Y'all got Trey Lance?
Yeah, we signed him as a third quarterback.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know what the fuck he saw in that shit. Sorry.
It's a project.
Exactly.
You know what it is? It's a
he's better than Easton Stick, I guess. But come on now.
Practice squad. We need to have a guy that can,
that's where he's going to be doing. Is doing his hello. I'm on the practice squad.
Throw an interception, make that defense feel good, and take it on to Sunday. They're like, we need a guy that sucks, so our defense feels real good about the game heading into it.
Out there donating picks like a motherfucker. Oh, everything.
Getting
Hey,
sacked.
top facts.
They're like, no, don't give him a red jersey. Just
Come on now.
Just suit him up like a red.
That's the only way he gonna learn. Oh, everything. Fuck that red jersey.
Well, Broncos tight end Evan Ingram is ready to work with true weapon Bo Nix. He has everything that it takes to be great.
My mama.
I think Ingram's going to have a good year.
Hey, top of the morning to my birthday twin, my big bro Jeff. What's going on with you, big bro? Love you, big bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
Well, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray on the chemistry with Marvin Harrison Jr. heading into the season, he will be a lot better. He says he and Michael Wilson are going to have a big year.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Now, as for Aiden Hutchinson, Lions defensive end Aiden Hutchinson on nearing an end of his rehab process, I'm there. I say I'm good, and I should be go for the opening game.
What week did he get hurt? Was it early in the season?
It was early.
Yeah,
it was like on week 3 or 4. Something like that. I know it was early in the season.
It's hopefully when he is back that like it's him being 100% and because the Lions are good enough to win without him, so no need to rush. You know, I'm not scared to run whoever they got and then risk him not being 100% and playing like shit and giving up big plays or getting hurt or something. I don't know.
Well, the Bears just gave cornerback Kyler Gordon a 3-year contract, $40 million contract extension. And the Panthers are taking their time with Ike Ekwonu, 5th-year option decision.
What
Is
position
he
he
really
play?
that icky?
Yeah, Ike.
His nickname is Icky. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know what position he played.
EKWONU.
EKWON.
One? Yeah, I don't know. And the Steelers and TJ Watt are working on an extension to keep Watt for the future in Pittsburgh. Now, and Buffalo GM Brandon Beane said they are done doing long-term deals for the time being, but expressed their desire to keep running back James Cook beyond 2025.
the shit with TJ Watt. Does he want to get Brian Cleveland type payday?
Oh, for sure he does. But then again, the only thing against Watt is he hasn't been able to stay on the field the past couple of years as much as the other guys.
When he's on the field, though, he's a beast.
He's
though,
on the
man.
when he's healthy,
too.
that man is he's a beast.
Wait, didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago?
About 2 years. What was it?
Was it 2 or 3 years?
Two,
ago?
I think 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
That motherfucker Watt, boy, he want that dough.
Well,
that is
Giants outside linebacker Kevion Thibodeau is listed as a trade candidate ahead of the NFL draft.
Okay, so maybe that's how they move up to get Shedeur. So if they get Travis Hunter and they trade Thibodeau and next year's first, or maybe Thibodeau and next year's second, maybe not give up the first. Maybe that's how they keep their first next year.
Mm-hmm. Now
wait, what is Thibodeau still on his rookie contract?
He's on. I think this is.
You pay Burns. You had to give up picks to get Burns, and you pay Burns. You pay Dexter. Didn't Dexter get a contract?
Dexter Lawrence? Yeah, he did.
So I wonder if fucking Thibodeau, if his contract, if
I think he's on a contract year.
See, there it is. There.
This TH. Let me take it.
And then Brandon said, Marshawn Lynch, Devin Singletary, James Cook. Bills hate paying running backs.
That's true. I mean, especially in this class where if you already are comfortable with Ray Davis in some capacity and you go out and you get Lightning.
Hey, JD, he's entering his 4th year.
I think you can get a replacement for James Cook in this draft.
100%. And then, I mean, even though this might not mean a lot, but they brought back Ty Johnson. You know what I mean? Ty Johnson do have a little bit of a defined role over there. You know what I mean? Fantasy-wise, you know what I mean? I'm not talking that for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? As, a player on that team, he do contribute, you know what I mean, 100%. So, they might go ahead and feel like James Cook is extendable. And like Big Bro said, you know what I mean? Samson might fit in with Ray Davis and do some of the shit that Cook might do. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling, you know what I mean? That type of running back they might be looking at 100%.
Well, there was rumors out there that the Chiefs would be a staple on Christmas games. Well, the NFL came out late last night and said it isn't likely to have the Chiefs or any other team permanently hosting Christmas games.
I could have swore it was the Patriots for a long, long time.
So that means it's good that is they gonna stay rotating them games?
They're gonna rotate them. The Chiefs that they won the Christmas games. They volunteered to be Christmas games. The NFL is not gonna have that. They're gonna rotate it.
Brandon said this is a damn good idea too. The reason maybe Thibodeau, you know what I mean, they gonna make room for Abdul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they would get Abdul. But they already have that pick, so would they? They technically probably wouldn't have to offload Thibodeau. Then they would have the ability, because Brian Burns can play in the middle. He could be a interior defensive line, and then same thing with Dexter Lawrence, and they would have Thibodeau and Carter on the outside. And then maybe even do one of those crazy 5-2s that you see every once in a while, where you only got 2 linebackers and then 5 defensive linemen. And we could probably view Abdul Carter as an outside linebacker. We could probably guarantee that he plays out on the outside. And then Thibodeau, he's really good on the outside too. And then the other 2 guys, they're kind of savvy when it comes to putting some moves on, spin moves, swing moves. Yeah, that would be the Giants, a sneaky good team if they smash this draft like the Chargers did. Even with fucking
Russ.
really not having, Russell Wilson. I mean, he's competent. He's no, 10 years ago Russ, but he's competent.
And they got some pieces over there, like you said, bro. They could be like the Chargers if they hit this fucking draft. They got great pieces on the D line. They got a couple of linebackers. They got some invested pieces in the secondary. You got the stud wide receiver. You got a good running back in TT and Singletary. You know what I mean? They're not too far away from contending for that 7th seed. 100%. They knocked this draft out the park. I want to pull up their draft capital and see what picks they have.
Yeah, if they end up trading Thibodeau on draft day, he's gonna be pretty valuable. He's gonna look real nice.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Thibodeau could see like we could bite on Thibodeau. We need defensive line help, and if he's only going to be maybe your 2nd or 3rd round, what they're asking, they might not even be asking for that because you still got to pay him as well, everything. So, he could be somebody that we looking at for sure. I would love for him to be on the block.
Yeah, a lot of teams would.
100%, big bro. Them is facts. You see, tank. Here we go. Let's pull it. Shit. Excuse me. They got the 3 to 34 and the 65 and the 99. So they got 4 picks in the top 100. Then they got the 105. Yeah, so they got great capital.
Yeah,
100%. They can make some shit shake, especially if they get an extra pick for Thibodeau.
The what?
We got Crooked Commission, the building top of the morning, big bro.
so
And then Brandon said, Coach saw Daniel Jones throw 2 INTs to the Texans in 1 preseason quarter and immediately signed him. We need him. He donated two picks to the other team. It's on par with Era 5 on everything. You got you still there, Lee? You done with the news? Lee on the intermission right now. 100%. Let me pull back up the draft order. So fucking one of the big stories is the fucking Derek Carr shit. And the Giants working out Shador.
yeah.
Is that a lot of chalk talk?
No, not at all. I think they could do what I suggested. Maybe move up and use Thibodeau as one of the pieces to move up and grab Travis Hunter and Shador. So I think they could get Travis Hunter at 3 to block Patriots, and then the Patriots go, well, fuck, our guy is gone. What do you want? And then they go, Abdul Carter's gone, so Hunter's gone. We got Thibodeau available, and the ability to gain some more picks. And all we got to do is move back. What'd you say? 33? Is there a second round?
I want to say, give me
34?
2 seconds. The Giants have the 34th pick.
34.
Yep.
Okay.
And let me see what the Patriots got.
They'd have the 34th, the 35th, and then an additional maybe second or first. If they get savvy, maybe they can pull the first and a Thibodeau, and then just rock with the back-to-back picks in the early second round, which is right now. When you consider weaknesses on the Patriots, they're going to be able to fill weaknesses at that 34-35 pick. It's not like they're short of weaknesses. They did strengthen their defense, but we need receivers and we need some offensive linemen. So maybe that's something that they can do and feel comfortable with and gain Thibodeau and throw him out there on that defensive line, which is not too shabby right now, right? Isn't that the team that picked up Milton?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, while Peacock's got a sale on, make sure to get your drip.
That's right, bro. PeacockMerch.com. Yeah, it say like if they was to trade out of that number 4 spot, they would still have, even though they wouldn't have that 4, they would still have 4 picks in the top 100 and then the 106. And so you would get a player and probably future capital as well in the next draft.
Yeah. And Thibodeau.
Yep. Everything.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. So you gotta make business decisions. They're I think they're awfully far away from beating Josh Allen right now. So
Facts. Then he says, Brandon says, Giants go heavy on offense this draft. Yeah, they should.
I think they got to get some offensive linemen and then another receiver. After Abdul, yeah. I mean, if they move back and they gain Thibodeau, then Abdul arguably is a better prospect right now than Thibodeau was when he entered. But Thibodeau had some stretches where he was looking pretty dominant in the NFL. So I wouldn't be afraid to gain a Thibodeau, move back, and then get some more assets for a Patriots team that needs, assets to rebuild. They're not ready to compete in that AFC East. It's
No, they're not. Agreed.
It's a couple more positions till the Patriots are able to protect Drake May, and this is a way that they could probably do it. Strengthen that really strong defense. They did do that. In the offseason, they made a case to be probably the best overhaul defense out of any of the other teams. They got a lot of pieces and
a damn good coach.
I still think they need that offensive line and maybe a true number 1 wide receiver. They got Diggs, but this point of his career, what are we getting out of Diggs? Maybe not the 1,400 yards that we're used to seeing a la 2-3 seasons ago.
I see your Padres put a pummeling on Crooked Commission's team last night.
Oh, he's a Cubs fan. That's for
He loves his Cubbies.
And the Cubbies, they took the lead early. Michael Bush, Lee, I picked him up on Sunday.
Yeah, I know
if
that.
You saw that.
Sucked, man.
I picked him up on Sunday, and that was.
I'm looking at maybe going 0-3 in the season.
I saw that he hit another home run. Man.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I'm like, I got the notification. I go, oh shit, there goes Kidda. Let me go congratulate him right now.
He's definitely on fire. By the way, if anybody is listening and playing in that league, I've got a lot of first basemen that I could be moving. I need some pitching. I think a lot of teams need some pitching.
Yeah, I know. Kidda came crawling this morning.
I thought I gave you a decent offer to.
But I don't want to give away pitching when I got nothing coming back. I understand you got. I had 2 guys coming to me, but pitching is early. I gave up pitching last year, right?
Yeah.
This early, I ended up. I'm gonna have a hard pause. I fucked myself hard, and I ended up losing because I gave away the wrong pitchers. And you know what happened? Soon as I gave them up, dude, they went off, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah. This is a balanced league. It's I think as of like a few days ago, I looked back at it and I was like, okay, what's the top 20 players like? And we had 10 headers and we had 10 starting pitchers. So the way that the scoring format is built, it's not like pitchers are so much better. There's 3. I think there's out of the top 5. I think there is 3 or 4 hitters right now, and only one starting pitcher, and that's the guy from Cincinnati, Hunter Green. I think he's 4th overall. But yeah.
Well, if you look at it, the best teams to have in fantasy baseball right now is the Padres and the Cubbies.
They definitely are hitting really weird. And then the Yankees, they find a way to hit home runs. And in leagues, fantasy leagues, they definitely appreciate home run hitters. They favorite home run hitters for sure. So, Ohtani, he hit a bomb last night.
Yo, that thing was nasty.
Yeah, he was so close to an at bat before that one. He just missed it, and it's early. We are 18 games into the season, so
I think we're 17.
148 more to go, or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
Long season. I'll be right back.
So JD, how many shares of Hertz do you have? Yeah, well. Yeah,
No, I'm here, bro. I'm trying to hook something up. My bad.
How many shares of Hertz do you have?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
I was just checking. I think I have a bunch of shares of Hertz. Hertz and Purdy are probably my biggest quarterbacks I have in dynasties.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. How many shares of Hertz do I have? I think I have a decent amount. I have Mr. Hertz in one. I know I have him in some. I have about 4 shares of Hertz, and Purdy I have about 4 also.
Oh yeah, on everything.
But I think when it comes to are we talking non-sleeper leagues? I think I own the most in Herbert. Like on Yahoo, out of my 16 leagues, I own 10 shares of Herbert.
you making sure you locked in that fool. Oh,
Yo, man. Hey, congratulations to Mr. Ladd McConkey on his marriage.
Come on now. Congrats. I
was reading, he'd known this girl since the 5th grade.
Oh, wow. Everything.
Man.
Crooked said, yeah, we don't need to talk about
I saw him in the chat and I said, I had to talk about his Cubbies because Kidder was right there.
Everything, yeah. Bush and Tucker
14-3.
But then again, the Cubbies just lost their pitcher, Steele, for the whole year.
Yeah, that one hurt.
That's a bad blow.
Brandon, I know what you're talking about on that reference, big bro. Use the fool. Let's talk about Brandon's other comment, talking about the Giants. Derek Harmon, besides Dexter Lawrence or Amari Hampton as another HB.
I've seen rumors about Hampton, the Giants interested in Hampton, but I don't think he's going to fall. I think he's going to really go quick. They say he's the Jahmyr Gibbs of this class.
Who Hampton is?
Yes, he's being compared to Jahmyr Gibbs in this class.
Oh, I thought Hampton would have been more like Bijan.
No, they're comparing him to. Many people are comparing him to Gibbs.
6'1", 220? Isn't that what Hampton is?
Let me see what Hampton is.
Because Janty's 5'9", 211. He's my size. I'm a little bit bigger than Janty.
Okay, Amari Hampton, he's 6 foot 220.
220, 6 foot?
Yeah, 6
I think
even
closer to Bijan. And then
Bijan?
Janty is 5'9", 211.
Big bro Brandon said Hampton gives me Marshawn Lynch vibes.
Ooh, that's so good. What are you kidding me? Like, do we jump up in the top 5 or are they saying at the 34? That could be a possibility. Yeah, I don't know if Hampton falls outside of that first round though.
Yeah, for sure, big bro.
Especially when you got those 2 teams at the back end. What was Saquon signed for? Another 3 years?
Another 3. I believe it's another 3.
And are they fully guaranteed?
Now that I don't know, big bro.
Yeah,
I'll pull this contract up.
I mean, maybe they don't, but obviously they know what happens when they have an elite running back. That system thrives off of having that elite run game. Took a big step forward when they got Saquon and got rid of Miles Sanders and fucking other bunch of dudes that they were running. Kansas City. I don't know what happened to dude from New Jersey.
Pop,
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
Pacheco.
Yeah. He kind of fell off the cliff. I know he got hurt, but when he came back, we were looking at some games where he was averaging less than 3 yards per carry. I think that ended up being kind of like the floor was like a 2.5 yards per carry. Just didn't have that same. I don't know when he was really running well, it was like scary hard where he would just run as hard as he could up the middle, and didn't care if he was gonna get hit by a guy that was coming at him just as fast and hard. And I don't know. It just kind of fell off because we saw Kareem Hunt kind of overtake that backfield.
Facts.
Kareem Hunt is like what, in his 9th season or something?
Man, I want to say he pushing 30.
I know.
Kareem Hunt. I think you might be right, JD.
And then here go Saquon contract breakdown. He signed for the next 4 years.
Yeah. So maybe they don't go out and waste a pick on Hampton unless they're not comfortable with his health. But at this point, all you need to do is win one Super Bowl, and for the next 10 years, you're set. You don't have to.
Well, that Giants backfield is a mess, though. Oh, besides they got the kid from Tracy. Sorry, my bad. I forgot about him last.
Brandon said, I think he was talking about the Giants for this, said, or even trade into the late 20s and maybe try and get him. And, Denver is one of them teams that been rumored to be for Hampton. Denver. Who else? Dallas. Who else? Fucking could Arizona use a running back? Well, they took the other kid in the 3rd round last year, I think.
The Giants are kind of going to be a fun team to pay attention to during that on Thursday night draft night.
100%.
Because if they do get Travis Hunter, I fully expect them to do whatever they can to get Shador. That's just my gut feeling. If they don't get Shador, or I'm sorry, if they don't get Hunter, and they get Abdul Carter, yeah, it's off the board. The next team that I see doing that, for some reason, I feel like the Raiders and the Giants, they both like the idea of having Hunter and Shador together. And we've seen a lot of these successful quarterbacks. They get their favorite weapon from college and they thrive.
That's facts.
And we're not going to see any playmakers in the NFL that were playing with Sanders outside of Hunter for, I guess, at least till next season. Is because there was another wide receiver that was pretty good, but I didn't think he declared for this draft.
From Colorado?
Yeah.
So J.C. Horn, I think it's Horn, or no, Jimmy Horn, excuse me, Jimmy Horn's son. And then they did have another one. I can't think of his name because they were all catching the balls at the pro day. And I think they are draft eligible on everything. But they don't got no big names like, some of these other kids that's in the draft class.
No, they don't. No, you're right.
On everything.
Okay.
Peacock said he came back too fast. Hampton has visited with Houston Pacheco as well. My bad, bro.
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco came back too fast?
I think so.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think so.
that very well could be the case. It's weird because the Kansas City Chiefs were winning every game. Why would they bring
Yeah,
that?
I agree with you there.
And wasn't IPOC shit like, didn't he break his shit or something like that? It wasn't no
Yeah, he
tear.
broke
Was it
his
a break?
fibula.
It was a fibula break?
Fibula, yeah.
Isn't that the hip bone?
No, it's
I ain't a
the
doctor.
No. Dr. Bogey, Paige and Dr. Bogey, where are
The fuck
you
is
at?
a
Paige
fibula
and
bone?
Bogey.
Is that the big leg bone or is that the hip bone?
That hip, oh, bless you. That hip bone was that Bo Jackson shit. Remember Bo Jackson?
Oh
fucked
yeah,
his
that
hip up.
destroyed his career.
That's a pelvis, right? Pelvic injury.
Shit, I
When you
don't
break
know,
that
bro.
fucking thing.
Paige and Dr. Bogey.
Bogey. Memo, Dr. Bogey in the house, please. Let's go,
Everything.
folks.
We got a medical alert.
Medical alert, Bogey leaves on the floor, shaking away.
Big Bro said Hampton has visited with Houston as he thinks as well on everything. Gotta be a nice ass 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I think Hampton is in a class in his own tier. So you got Jainty, Hampton, and everybody else. They're in that third tier. And that third tier is pretty heavy, prospect heavy. It's probably a good almost 10 players you could throw in that third tier. But those first two guys, I fully expect them to be the first two running backs off the bird. And they could be that, like you was saying, the Bijan and Gibbs.
Oh, you know what? I got a trade. So one of my two of my league mates just came to an agreement on the trade. A single quarterback, no defense, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end, 3 flex, and a 103 for Devon A-Chain straight up. Just
wow.
Oh no, the 102. Excuse me, because I got the.
Does someone need a doctor?
Yes, we called. We were
Yeah, we were
paging
paying.
you.
We was paging Dr.
Where was
Bogey
your
for
beeper?
a minute, man.
Yes, I was out on the green. I was out on the green.
Your beeper wasn't available.
I mean, I'm sorry, I was smoking
Is
green.
that a leg or is that an arm?
Oh, I thought you was
or
out
is
on the
that
tee. You know, the doctors like to go
Yeah.
swing the tee when they not in the medical room. I thought you was out there golfing in
Yeah,
the,
you know what I'm
or
saying?
out
Yeah,
there on the putting
with that
range.
too.
Yeah, he was doing his
I was
recreational
out on
medical.
the green.
Bogey was doing his medical recreational 420.
Yeah, and what was it? I think Pacheco's was a fibula.
Fibula, yeah.
Yeah, and you know the fibula, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest bones. That they couldn't tell him no. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Breaking a fibula, that's almost like
All right.
you got a
Cowboys
Lego
legend
character
Tyron
and
Smith
you
is
start
going to
taking
retire.
pieces off of it, and then you put them together with a missing piece. It just does.
I
I don't think
it
you're
was
going
a
to be quite
broken. I
right.
think it was definitely a fracture, but did he require a surgery? He came back to hitting the
all right, I got some breaking news for you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hit the drop.
Cowboys legend Tyron Smith is going to retire.
He's a legend.
That's what they're saying.
Hell of a
Maybe to
career.
those
He's gonna retire?
cowboy lovers like our boy Derek.
Hell of a career for OG, man.
Yeah, no, he
was blocking
he was a bad dude.
for. Was he blocking for the dude before Emmett? What? Shit, I can't think of his name right now.
No. He was part of the Great Wall of Dallas 2.0.
Oh,
You know what I mean? When he with Romo and you know what I mean? That was
Marco Murray,
That
them
was-
days,
DeMarco Murray,
Romo,
yeah.
DeMarco
Was he a part
Murray.
of
I want to say he was the
Part of the
2014
DeMarco Murray.
draft pick, wasn't he?
yeah.
Was it Tyron Smith? Wasn't he the 2014 first round draft pick? It was something like they had to wrestle him, bruh. They had to wrestle Uncle Jerry stop him from taking Manziel.
Well, it looks like they're all leaving Uncle Jerry behind. Uncle
He's
Jerry's
got a
going to
damn-
be 6 feet under. He's going to be gone. No. Come on now, man. The Cowboys actually suck.
Yeah, you know, Uncle Jerry.
Let it out. Let it out.
Yeah, it's funny because like I was trying to make out what Lee said. It was just like, you know what? He's kind of like scatting there, right? Like kind of like the scat man. Just what's that? Scat man. I'm the scat man. Lee's like the new age scat man. Hey, but yeah, Uncle Jerry, he's a fool with it. You know what I mean? But he definitely, all those guys stay around for a long time because he definitely pays his guys
Yeah, he does take
to
care of
make
his
them
people.
career guys as counter.
100%. Bake said the Saints need the Shador Hunter stack with Olave and Shaheed.
That means that they're gonna have to move up to get 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to do the Ricky Williams trade. Give up the whole house.
And give up the
Who was that? That
better
was Mike
guy.
Dick, huh?
That was Mike Dickens that did it. Oh, my mama.
You know what's funny? I asked Ricky Williams about that.
For real?
Yeah. Like, just how did it feel like being drafted? Like, you know what I mean? He said it was awesome. He said it was a dream come true. I was like, okay, word. And I just left it at that. You know what I mean?
My mama.
Well, because there was other shit that all kind of behind the scenes drama.
Yeah. Yeah, Peacock said iPod came back too soon. He got bent over backwards, paused, lower leg fracture, I think.
Okay, so it wasn't a fibula.
What's the shin bone? Is it really called a shin bone?
It's connected to the knee bone, bro, just like the song
Yeah.
goes, bro. I'm a doctor, god damn it.
Brandon said Tua sold his house. He said his old house was unlucky and he was always getting hurt and throwing INTs when living at that one. That sounds like a Tua. He always making excuses for it.
Gotta switch it up.
No, but see, but he's
Y'all
from,
just
he's
switch
from
it
the
up.
islands, bro.
Ah,
That's
he done
normal
sold the whole
behavior to me.
crib.
Hey, look, my family's from
The
islands,
crib
bro.
had ghosts in that motherfucker. Oh,
Yeah, real talk.
everything. They
He was
followed
like,
his ass
every
to the
time I
stadium,
dropped back,
bro.
I drew spirits into my arm.
Hey,
I look at, hey, they've been kind of cursed though. I ain't gonna lie, Rich.
and then look, hey, Crooked said Dr. Bogey was seeing the patient. Never mind that he was the patient. Oh, everything.
You feel me? Come on, listen. You know what I mean? Hey,
It
you
was
gotta
some
get
high
paid.
time.
Hey, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's called the double dip. You know what I mean?
Bogey was
I'm
having
not
some
only the
wonderful.
client, I'm the
Mr.
president.
Bogart Scarfree was having some wonderful high times.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely had to make a couple phone calls, lock something down real quick. You know what I mean, for work. You know what I'm saying? Undisclosed. But yeah, we all right. We're back. You know what I mean? Doctor things.
Come on now.
Oh yeah, I was listening earlier. He said, I think you meant to say the Gentees drawing the comparisons to
No, everything I've been seeing,
Yeah.
I've been saying the Hamptons
Yeah.
is the Gibbs of this class.
Hampton
I
is
think the
Bijan.
Gibbs is the Genty, and that's clear cut. And to me, I would say Genty is like a MJD because he's like 5'9" and that heavy. You know what I mean? Kind of remind. And he's like he's a broken tackles motherfucker too. A forced missed tackle guy and yards after the contact guy. Like, dude, he got MJD written all over him. Pause.
All right.
I was yelling it at the phone earlier.
Yeah. JT's got the same height, but he has an extra 11 pounds on Gibbs.
Yeah.
And
MJD
then
was like,
Bijan is like a 6'2", 220 type of fat. Bijan.
thank you. Yeah, Bijan reminds me of like when I was trying to find a comp for Bijan
Yeah,
when he was coming out of college.
Bijan is 6'2", 16.
Yeah, I was comping him like kind of maybe not doesn't have the tree trunk hamstrings, but I was comping him to Saquon.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Because remember Saquon coming out of college, he does it all. Even his first year,
Yeah.
he does it all, land and air. You know what I mean? Through the land and on.
No, I
and
know
air.
Arian
Bijan had all those shitty
And
quarterbacks.
seas.
Arian Foster didn't have a too long of a run, but Arian Foster and Bijan, the way that they move and the way they could catch the ball out the backfield, I liked it how Arian Foster used to ball in
like
his
that comp. I'm not
short-lived
mad at that.
career.
I'm
On
not
my
mad
mama.
at that comp.
Yeah.
But I also
But
will
I think
argue he was with
Bijan
Shanahan
don't
and
shy away
Kubiak.
from. I don't think Bijan shy away from contact, because if he's like 220, 225, he real stout. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. Brandon said he pays his guys, but he doesn't pay Derrick Henrys that are out there for
Everybody
for
that missed out on that signing, $9 million for like almost 2,000 yards on the ground. They
Oh
just,
my god!
they all just
and
shit.
18 TDs.
Did they pay? Did they pay Henry yet?
I think they did extend him.
They did, right? Okay, good
I
for him.
think so.
Shout out to Tractor Seat though. He just
Yeah.
hit you on,
Talk about-
hit you onto the tractor.
Talk about a running back. Derrick Henry is like still. I know we like to have the.
He's the black Johnny Bravo.
But my vision of what a running back should be is Derrick Henry. Like the whole
It's funny because he looks like a
Loser back.
defensive end to me.
bruiser back that could put 240 pounds on the field and run a 4.40 at the age of 32. Wow.
He got 33-inch arms, brother. You know what I mean?
He could bench 330 pounds with one arm.
And
He said, "Fuck
once
outta
he
here."
gets going too, you know what I mean. And even if you close in on him, you know what I mean. He just got that. He got all that fucking wingspan to just stiff arm me from all angles.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't ever get to watch Bo Jackson play, but I think he's probably like the closest to like a Bo Jackson that I get to watch.
I never got to see Earl Campbell.
Yeah, because Bo had that super speed. Bo had that power and speed combo,
Yeah.
bro. That was
And
fucking
that-
deadly.
Like where Derrick Henry, his big ass, his big tall
Yeah, Earl
ass
Campbell.
pulls away from defensive backs. It's like
Oh, my mama.
wow.
Actually, Earl Campbell kind of ran tall, huh?
Yeah, Earl Campbell over 6 feet, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why he looked tall. I was just thinking about some Earl Campbell highlights in my head.
Earl Campbell, Eric Dickerson. He was a high running back. Ricky Waters ran high. That's one of my favorite Niners of all time.
Yeah,
One of
let's
my
go.
favorite
Shout
football
out to
players
Ricky.
for sure, 100%. But here goes something about some running backs. Brandon said, "How about the Jags drafting Genty?"
Yeah, we've contemplated this before on the show.
Oh, look at that! Get the new Maurice Jones-Drew.
We got Stay Tuned live in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's happening, Big Brody?
Tonight, 7 p.m. Stay Tuned live. We got King D in the building. What's up, big bro?
King D in the building. LBC stand up. Yeah, I might pull up if I'm free. I might pull up for that second, or maybe even, I want to pull up for one of the halves at least.
Come on now. Peacock said Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Sir Joe Mix-a-Lot.
Would you rather have Genty on the Cowboys or Hampton on the Raiders? Fantasy wise,
I want both.
I'd
of
rather
that.
I'd rather have him on the Cowboys, to be honest. Actually, you know what? Both, because you got a Schottenheimer and you got a Pete Carroll with what's his name?
Yeah.
Chip Kelly. So whichever team, those running backs we want, I think those will be 1 and 2. Say you get Hampton with the Raiders, with the Cowboys. Who's mad at that?
yeah, the Raiders
Maybe,
going to have to
maybe you
trade
can
back
make a
in.
case that they lost.
Hampton becomes the number 1 pick in the fantasy rookie drafts. If Hampton gets put on the Cowboys, I don't care where Janty falls. I think Hampton goes number 1 overall.
Well,
I
that's
think
big.
that's a big boost. To
That's a
Hampton
big
is built
statement
to.
right there, big bro.
They don't. Who are they running? That's gonna be your true 3-down workhorse.
That's true.
The other teams that Janty falls to, he's still gonna have to
Think about, and
compete for everything.
Schottenheimer just want to feed
Especially
one
if
guy.
it's the Jaguars or fucking the Patriots or it's somebody who goes crazy and does the Janty move. The Raiders, they I don't. Is Zeus really? Nah, Zeus is dead.
Nah, he's
So,
not it.
Zeus
Because
is not it.
at minimum, they'll take somebody in rounds 2 through 5. There's so many running backs, so the Raiders are going to
Yeah.
take a running back.
Yeah, Raiders
I
don't
even
have
think-
to take a running back.
Yeah,
I think
but what
the
run-
door is there.
But the Raiders need a running back that's going to be carrying the ball 25 times or a combined 20 or 25 times with receiving and running. You know what I mean? And so, what other running backs after Hampton is able to
Johnson.
bring?
I think
Is there
there's
any
a few of them.
running backs that's able to bring the three down package after these 2 running backs?
Johnson.
Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caleb.
I don't know. Do
Chicago's
you like
being tight.
Martinez?
Chicago's
about
being tied to
Scaboo?
Jalen.
I like Martinez,
Or
but
Caleb
they
Johnson.
switched it up with Martinez and a couple of other running backs as well. But Martinez was the main threat, 100%.
JD, what about Scatterboo?
I like Scatterboo too, though. But see,
Scatterboo.
don't got breakaway speed like that. Scatterboo probably gonna be your first and second down running back, but he
I
can
would
play
like
third
Scatterboo
down.
with the Cowboys if they waited to like the second round, you know what I mean, and kind of pulled him up high there.
Scatterboo's got fumbleitis.
I wouldn't mind Caleb Johnson with the Cowboys either.
See,
'Cause then
and see,
another
that's
guy
my thing with the Raiders and the Cowboys. They need somebody that's going to be all three down running
the
back. You
Raiders-
see what the Cowboys did in the offseason. Them two running backs ain't moving the wire for sure, 100%. And then in what you got in Vegas, you ain't got nothing over there. So them is two defined spots that need high draft capital running backs unless there's just a gym outside of the third round.
I think Pete Carroll would like a Caleb Johnson if they waited to the second round because like they like Pete Carroll like a load carrier. You know what I mean?
Right, facts.
Yeah. So like, and then then what does that mean? They traded out of the first. Maybe.
I don't like this rumor, guys. I don't like
Hey, if it's not Mimbu, big bro, it's the Michigan D tackle that we're linked to as well.
Yeah,
Mason Graham.
We're gonna flip flop the picks, right? Because you're gonna move up to take Mimbu off of the Jets' hands, and then we're gonna take the Michigan D.
Well, there's rumors for you 49
Sincere
lovers.
McCormick. That's right, Neon Peacock.
McCormick seasoning.
JD,
Pun intended. McCormick seasoning.
Hey, Sincere McCormick on Sleeper. His thing is trending
He's the
up
only
right
guy
now,
there.
bro. You gotta go get him.
Yeah,
All right, look at fucking.
I'm
Okay,
up.
let's draft him.
go
We're in
get
the
him.
startup right now. We're around 48 or 49 right
Those
now.
2 games before he got hurt, he definitely looked the part. He didn't have
JD, I saw this morning rumors that the 49ers won 2 Michigan guys in the first round, and they're willing to trade up for them.
What two is it? Graham and somebody else, or
They won Graham and they won Grant.
Grant?
The guy I won for the Chargers.
The tight end?
No, Grant is the defensive he's a DL. He's a defensive
okay.
lineman.
Oh yeah, they need defensive line help for sure.
Graham.
bro.
Right.
Oh, and then what we do, Graham? Like, so we just go
Mason-
deep back, double
Mason Graham.
DTs right there.
And then you guys get Johnson.
Yeah, that's it. It's Johnson and Grant. They won it. Johnson and
Graham
Grant.
and Johnson. Yeah.
The other D tackle?
No,
No, they
cornerback.
said they won both.
Oh, the cornerback.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
yeah. We've been talking about him.
I'm not mad at that because we've seen Casala with the Niners. He never had a cornerback like that. Then he gets to the Jets. They had Sauce. So
Yeah,
I like
fucking,
this. We got Saleh
when we-
now. Let's go get us a shutdown corner, and then we.
I don't know if
we
he's
don't
a
have to-
shutdown.
Well, I mean,
Right.
he's the best corner. He's the best cover corner here, right?
Yeah, I think somebody in the chat. I want to
he's
say.
the
I
best
want to
type.
say it was Bakes. Bakes was like he's only had like 6 interceptions in his last 3 years on the last Friday show. Bakes was breaking it down
I'll be
for
right
us
back.
about Will Johnson because I think
Yeah.
he said he's a Wolverine fan, and he was like, Will Johnson, you know what I mean? It ain't the hype ain't what it is matched to what the play was or some. I think it was Bakes on everything.
Yeah, it was. It was Bakes.
Yeah.
Facts. Brandon says someone gonna pull a draft day movie move and call the rookie Jags GM and offer him 3 years of seconds for his first. Oh, everything.
Wow. That's a good deal.
The Jags, I mean, they got BTJR. I mean, ETN. We don't know what they're gonna do with ETN. They got Bigsby. No other receiver help, but what is it? The boy that was in Buffalo. I can't think of his name. Oh, Gabe Davis.
Okay, there.
Gabe Davis, BTJR. Who else they got?
Kirk.
There it is there. It's like and then like on defense, like Lee said it last week about Devin Lloyd. They might not want to re-sign Devin Lloyd. You know what I mean?
No.
So they could be a team that definitely trades out, bro. They need a lot of help, and they ain't continuing over there.
Ton of help. That team is sorry. So we were trying to clown on the Patriots, but the Jaguars are in way worse
Josh Allen.
position right now.
100%. Them is facts. Oh, they got Josh Allen Hines too. Mitch Morris,
Yeah.
Gabe Davis.
Yeah, he's signed for a long time. Mitch Morris, is that a baseball player? Remember he played for the Giants. Remember that guy? Big old right fielder, tall dude, long hair.
Mitch Morris. He do sound like a 1980s or a 1970s player.
It was like
You know,
late 90s, early 2000s.
I was going through some of my baseball cards yesterday. Oh, everything. You know what would be a dirty ass move from the Jags if they draft Travis Bro and then cut Travis. Oh yeah, the other ETN.
Trevor Etienne.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, he's definitely a prospect. I think he's in that third tier of running backs right now in my book. But that third tier of running backs is deep, like 10, 12 guys can literally be difference makers their rookie season, depending on landing spot for fantasy.
Everything.
Yeah.
Bake said, yeah, it was me. I said he only has 9 INTs in his 3-year career, and Kirby Joseph did that last year alone. Only had 14 total tackles, with 12 of them being solos. He had 2 pick six last year, which were his only INTs of the year. A little overhyped, but he has dealt with injury. Oh, my mom. I remember that. I think that was from last week's show. Everything. Facts.
So was there like a combine workout or something that put him above all the other cornerback prospects, or is this just not a cornerback class? Because even myself, after all the good players were taken, I was thinking that the Jets would be smart to take a cornerback early at that 7th pick, and that was the best one on the board. The consensus board, but maybe I would prefer them not going that route, and if I don't think Mason Graham's gonna be there at 7, but if he is, then I'd be happy to welcome him on Gang Green. But I really want Armin Minbu, number 1, and then number 2, Tyler Warren, and then number 3, Mason Graham. I think we have a good shot at getting one of those 3 at number 7 if we don't move back, which I don't.
Right. Well, a lot of motherfuckers been mocking them, whether it be Minbu, whether it be Warren. And I haven't seen anything else really as them going somewhere else. But on the cornerback shit as well, fucking besides Travis Hunter, I think there's only 2 cornerbacks that's mocked in the first round of this draft. So I don't even think, you know what I mean, it's a lot of top talent at the cornerback position for this draft. So for the 49ers, I wouldn't want Brown. I wouldn't want to trade back in to get him 100%.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm losing interest. I've lost interest in the cornerback. I know it's going to be a position that we need to. We lost DJ Reed, and then we don't have any depth there. Sauce is not guaranteed to get an extension, or he's going to test free agency. He's going to see who's going to give him the big bag. That's what he wants. Since he's definitely going to be a Jet next year, if we can show a big leap in improvement and Justin Fields sees his true potential, and we get the running game back to top 3 in the league, and defense that's a Glenn type of defense, and just I do like the Jets being a much improved team. but I don't know if we're going to be able to re-sign some of these big names like Brees Hall and Sauce, and the new regime might be willing to let them walk and put that money elsewhere.
Garrett Wilson too.
Garrett
Yeah,
Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Hey, Garrett Wilson and Sauce is getting
out
signed.
Out of all three of those guys, I actually think Garrett Wilson
Gets the bag.
stays. Yeah, because him and Justin Fields are already gonna probably be right on the same page.
I hope so.
They're gonna be able to make some noise on the field, and then the running game. Like, if Brees Hall goes down due to injury, I'm not saying that's that's an ideal situation, but the way that we put ourselves in position with the running back depth that we've got, it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna kill our running game by
100%.
losing our number one. Like, we were going to be able to
Send Brees Hall to the Raiders.
Yeah, that's why Brees is expendable. 100%.
Yeah, if we can get a second round, I'm doing it instantly.
Mhm.
And then if it's a
100%.
third round,
Drafted him for a second.
I'm leaning towards the front half of the third round. So that would maybe be a Raiders, and hopefully we can get a third plus.
Well, here we go right here. Here go a hell of a question right here for both of y'all. Brees Hall or Amari Hampton?
Hampton.
I'd rather have Hampton at this point because I just don't like the running back too much. That's going to be with Justin Fields too. He's going to take a lot of it.
Well, what if Brees Hall gets traded? If he gets traded and he gets somewhere else, because what I'm saying, like what I'm trying to get is Brees Hall is Brees Hall better than the rest of the first two running backs, or after the first two running backs in this draft?
Yeah, I do. I still believe he's better than. I still believe maybe I'll say Genty's better just because he has the explosiveness, and we've seen Brees Hall do it all. It's just
and take it to the house.
He had 1 year where he's plagued by the injury. I mean, the season ender. Even when he tore his ACL, he was on like a 50-yard scamper to the house. You know what I mean? And it would have been like a 70-yarder, but then he ended up going down to the ace because he tore his shit. I mean, then he had the following year where he was,
It was the other leg.
he started slow, then he went crazy. Then there was last year with the Rodgers year, which that was kind of where he was still cool too. I mean, he still put up with the wow, right? I mean,
overall.
Yeah, overall,
Fine.
okay, then ain't that great.
I don't think he
That
had.
ain't that great then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a system thing. If you were somehow to get Brees Hall with, let's say the Vikings, right? Or if you got Brees Hall with, so let's say the Texans, you know what I mean? And obviously Joe Mixon's there, but I'm just saying a system where this guy's going to get a majority of it. Get him to the Raiders, like I just said earlier. Get him to.
I like the Raiders because they don't have to give up as much to get back into the first round to get Hampton, and you're getting a quality running back in Brees, maybe with a combined third, and I don't think they have to give up their second. Well, they don't got their third because they gave up their third for the quarterback, but I don't know if that was a compensatory pick. Let me pull that up real fast. What the Raiders got?
Yeah, and while you pull that up, I just wanted to make another point. Like if they trade away Brees Hall, they might not necessarily need to draft a running back immediately this year, or at least one of note that of a high draft capital, because they have Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis. And this is kind of, I mean, I guess when you look at the way Justin Fields' contract is structured, that maybe this is kind of a 1 year thing for that guy specifically. And then for a new rookie head coach, this could be like a kind of a get my feet wet and my hands dirty first season. But I don't know. If they trade Brees Hall, it'd be now. You know what I mean? Brees Hall
and the Raiders got enough capital to do it, bro. So that second round pick or that third round pick they gave up for Geno was a compensatory. So they have the 6, the 37, the 68, and the 108 in that third round pick that they have is their own.
Let's go.
So they got compensation to make that move happen if they wanted to.
Yeah, this motherfucker jammed
And
up.
Brandon said, crazy take. Kirby Joseph has the potential to be the next Ed Reed. How y'all feel about that?
It's kind of, it's pretty crazy.
It's a pretty, I mean, like, because Ed Reed is Ed Reed, just like Palomalu's Palomalu, you know what I mean? Ronnie Lott's Ronnie Lott, you know what I mean? Like, rest in peace to bro, was it Sean Taylor? You know what I mean? Like,
I got Sean Taylor high school jersey right
Kirby
here.
Joseph, here's what he needs to do. Here's what Kirby needs to do for me is have another year like last year and then repeat that like another 2 more times. You know what I mean? Because then if you got 4 years where he's like, you know, in the defensive player of the year conversation under his belt, then yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Then they'll be like Kirby Joseph was they'll start comparing fools to Kirby Joseph now. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, him and Xavier McKinney kind of they were like dueling last year every week, just both of them getting a pick.
All you know those guys that you name dropped are Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, and
so let's get Detroit.
Let's get Detroit to the chipper for the first time ever in history.
Kirby Joseph has to really take on that role of almost a green dot safety. Right, so you got Ray Lewis you got Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. So I mean, not all the time, but Ed Reed was a vocal
defensive quarterback of that. No, talk about it, big bro. Them is facts. Talk about it.
I might not know too much about Kirby Joseph, but I do know that Ed Reed, when he's on the field, he's seeing things before they happen, and that's what made him special. Is he knew how to play the ball. He knew how to play the game. He knew what was happening. He was probably the first person into the building and the last one out of the building.
That's the
type of guy that Ed Reed was.
Won some fantasy titles with Kirby Joseph last year. Shout out to my man.
The shout out, Kirby Joseph. That was a very impressive season. There was a stretch where interception for fucking like 7 games or some shit.
Xavier McKinney, they were going back and forth. McKinney from Green Bay. Every week, back to back, they were getting picks.
But Ed Reed is I think all you have to do is really Google this Tom Brady's opinion on Ed Reed. And then you'll kind of understand. Like, Ed Reed was the best defensive back that he ever faced in his entire career, and we're talking about the GOAT. So
the all-century team, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's when he was sitting there with Belichick, right, and Rich Eisen.
Yeah, Ed Reed.
I think bum-ass Chris Collinsworth was there.
Ed Reed is a best of the generation type of player.
Yep, Ed Reed, Charles Woodson, Revis. Who else of them eras? Give me a second.
Warren Sapp.
I'm just thinking of the just great DBs. Yeah, just great DBs of that era. Oh, everything. Yeah, because Revis didn't go to the U.
Shit, Charles Woodson.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else was in that era?
You could. It's funny to say this because he's still playing, but
what's my man Champ Bailey?
Champ Bailey, damn good one.
Oh yeah, damn straight, Champ Bailey.
Yep. If the trade was Champ Bailey for the running back from the Redskins, my God, Clinton Portis, straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how that trade went down.
Hell yeah.
Who's the other cornerback in for the Redskins back in the day?
Daryl Green.
No,
Sean Taylor.
Sean Springs.
Later.
Corner.
Early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s.
You got me.
Mid 2000s, late 2000s.
And he was a cornerback.
Yeah, I think so. Hall, Dante Hall.
Oh yeah. Everything.
Yeah. When he with the Falcons.
Oh, D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo
Hall.
Yeah. Oh, everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, I remember him.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Hall.
Sam's tonight.
I want to say he might have played with Vic at Virginia Tech because that's where he came from. Is Virginia Tech.
I think you're right.
Yep, there we go, right there. Cricket Commish said it too. D'Angelo Hall, he was with Atlanta as well. Yep.
There you go.
Matter of fact, never mind. I ain't gonna bring that up.
I think I know what you're about to bring.
Yeah, he's a cold piece for what he did in that game. Oh my mama.
Anybody on the Seahawks with the fucking Sherman?
It was Sherman, Byron Maxwell, Cam Chancellor,
Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett.
Are we talking about? Well, Michael Bennett he was a defensive end, but are we just talking about that defensive period?
The Legion of Boom.
Yeah,
because that during that time was like Brandon Browner, Sherm, Campbell, and then Bam Bam Chancellor. Right, that was like the Legion of Boom.
Chancellor, we're missing the free safety.
Oh boy, that gave everybody the middle finger his last game in Seattle. He played for Texas. He went to Texas.
Oh, not Earl Campbell. Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
The running back.
Oh my mama. He said, and he was giving it to his team.
Earl Campbell with his running tall ass.
He was giving the bird to his team on everything.
Cam Chancellor was almost like the same size as a defensive end, but playing defensive back. That motherfucker got hit.
Yeah, Cam Chancellor is the one. Hey, Cam Chancellor is the one that hit Vernon Davis on Thursday night, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He woke his.
And Vernon Davis is what, 6'5", 6'6", 250.
Yep.
Lights out.
Lights out.
One of them playoff games.
Oh my mama.
Before the season ended, they played the Patriots. Forget. Anyways, Bam Bam, bro. Bam Bam he used to put the hurt on food so much that he retired. He was like, "Fuck it, man. I'm done."
Hey, Bates got a damn good fantasy question for us. Ken Walker or Brees?
I'm still going on
Brees side
right now.
I'm definitely on the Brees side. Because he can take it all the way.
I'm not mad at Ken Walker though, because here's the thing: if Ken Walker stays healthy and that culture still stays the same as far as feeding one guy predominantly, and you look at he'll pace for about 35 to 40 receptions. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the greatest floor of targets, but I mean, that's not bad. 35 to 40 receptions for someone like Ken Walker that you're not expecting. You know what I'm saying? That's I'm not mad at that neither, is what I'm saying. But Charbonnet is a real thing. And you got two guys that and none of them is paid yet. You know what I'm saying? And both of them, they're learning a new system. So I feel like if Charbonnet picks up in that Kubiak system quicker, bro, that could be the guy that's worth having. But we'll see. Because if they're a bad team too, how many scoring positions will they get for a Ken Walker? Where because he's kind of been touchdown or bust for me.
And that too, and see Brees, 11 breakaway runs. That's 15 yards or more on a carry. That was 11. Let me pull up KW the third.
Yeah, spit them isms.
Because like I said, that's another difference between them is that Brees gonna take that motherfucker all the way if from 60.
In the hit now.
You know what I mean?
Was Walker a part of the Bijan class or the Brees Hall class?
I think it was the part of the Hold on.
Bijan is Walker been in the league longer than Bijan.
The Brees class.
Also, these guys were drafted 1-2 in fantasy.
And they were both drafted in the second round, both those guys, Brees and Ken Walker in reality.
I remember some people actually took Ken Walker over Brees Hall in a couple of these because they liked
people weren't wrong that year. Ken Walker lasted the entirety of the year.
Yeah, because Brees Hall had that injury.
Oh, no, actually, Ken Walker
Ken Walker's only played 15, and 11 games his first 3 years in the league.
Yeah, I was about to say, I forgot. Ken Walker missed a couple his rookie year. He missed a couple. He was behind.
Well, Brees Hall had a big injury. He had that knee, where he was recovering from
like a sports hernia or something.
The whole rebuild fucking thing.
Yeah, and came back that second year and went crazy.
The ACL, all that motherfucking shit was.
Yeah, Brees did fuck his shit up.
And then the thing with Ken Walker, 6 breakaway runs, even though he only played 11 games, but at 3.9 a clip, and then his true yards per carry is only 3.6, bro. 100%. Even
I
though he
think
get jiggy and he
it's
can go ahead and
predictable.
huh?
It could have been predictable. The way that started offense ran the ball. It was like, okay, defense could key in on it and know that they were going to run the ball. And then later on in the season, they started to do some semi-play action and then work.
And Rodgers started to look like Rodgers.
But in the beginning, it was poor. Like that Seahawks team was trash.
You're talking about last year, okay?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, because then Charbonnet really came on, but when Walker was out,
when Walker got out, and then they started throwing the ball and making JSN the primary target, and the only way to make JSN serviceable in that scheme is to
run the ball,
make these crazy give him the opportunity to make a crazy play and separate. Like he's not going to just go run down the field or do a quick out or I like the curl for JSN.
Get him on a nice little curl route.
Yeah, to give him a curl.
I like him on pause on a deep crosser.
Slant, yeah. Crossers and they figured it out towards the middle of the season how to get JSN.
They figured out. This is what they figured out. Everything we've been trying to do with DK, we could do it way better with JSN.
Yeah, because he's a little bit more savvy. He can separate a bit better than DK.
Yeah, DK's a body guy. Pause.
And he's pretty quick too. He's fast. He's strong.
To win.
Another thing with Brees too is we're getting a 13%, almost 14% target share, bro. 100%.
Yeah, that is.
And we're gonna need that. We're gonna need every bit of it because when I looked this up, Justin Fields.
I'm on the Brees side of this.
100%, me too, bro.
When I looked up the Justin Fields career target market share to the running back position, it's 12%. So we're gonna need every bit of 13 and 14% that Brees has been used to getting. You know what I mean? Like we need all of it because Justin Fields will take. And then there's Sam Darnold, who if he's blanking and he can't extend the drive, that hurts the Ken Walkers of the world. So like they're definitely gonna the +4 Ken Walker is they're gonna definitely lean on the run because no one sees what he did with last year with the Vikings. They're like, okay. Yeah, that's Sam Darnold moving forward. Like there's a lot had to do with the system and the weapons. Same argument that people would make for the Brock with the Niners. I'll make that for Darnold. So, you know what I mean? It's definitely gonna lean on the run. And the value will be Ken Walker. And that's probably why I'm okay, even if I don't get my hands on a Brees Walker. Because Walker becomes that cutoff in that range for me as well. It's like Walker and like Joe Mixon. And all those guys
if you
in
get
range.
Walker, are you taking Charbonnet 2 rounds later?
See, and that's another thing too. Is like it's the Charbonnet truthers. They're coming out. This is kind of
you already know what I got my next thing cooking up about that exact topic.
Exactly.
These players, oh my mama.
Like shit. And I could remind y'all about 1 years ago. We was already doing content. It's probably 2021 when people was like, "Yo, I'm all on Aaron Jones," and then I'd be like, "Well, shit, I'm on AJ Dillon." And then there were so many people that was thinking the same way as me that AJ Dillon became so fucking expensive. Then it'd be like, fuck, I want both of them if I'm gonna have one now, or I just not gonna have either. You know what I mean? And it's like I wouldn't be able to afford it. That kind of feels like the Ken Walker.
Yeah, because look at
is a little more affordable.
You could wait and then just take Chuba.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing in a lot of these joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even Rico, even if you want to lock that all the way down on that Rico Suave.
Yeah, because Rico Suave is still going hella late.
Yeah.
Crooked said he was on his last year of his contract and was negotiating with Seattle to get him a new contract, and he went into the season without one and got hurt.
Who's that? Walker? Or DK?
Oh, he was talking about Earl Thomas.
Oh.
When Earl Thomas gave the
that's
team,
that's when he was flipping the bird. It was the whole rumors it was before the trade deadline. The rumors was he was trying to get to the Cowboys, and the Cowboys wanted him. You know what I mean? Whoa, this, that, and the third. then they're playing the Cowboys, and it's already past the trade deadline, and then he gets hurt, and he was mad as fuck. 'Cause now that just hurts his career moving forward, and it kind of did. I mean, well, I guess it really hurt when like you go to the Ravens, and then like, remember he caught that gun charge? Y'all remember that? Well, I don't know if it was a gun charge, but it was some crazy shit. It was like his BM stormed into the joint while him and his brother were with like 5 butt naked hoes. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he left his Snapchat location on. So she just stormed up in there. And it was like the CCTV footage or something like that. It was like floating around, but then it got took down everywhere. So then you had to like read about their account. But I think the BM went up in there waving a gun, bro, put a pistol.
His chick did?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
wow.
he was in there with his bro, and they were just waxing like 4 or 5 butt naked ones. You know what I mean?
Cold
Yeah,
world.
look this up. This is some real shit. And that was like Earl Thomas's time in Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Wowzers. He went out with a bang.
Well, people forget about that because a lot of people weren't even paying attention. There was a majority of people that even just were like, they were just not watching football. Like, oh, it's COVID. This shit's whack. And like, remember there was some people that were jumping out of leagues. They're like, I'm not even playing. It's not even going to be football, bro. There was people that think that football wasn't going to happen.
Right. Facts. Bake said the Raiders are assembling the Legion of Boom as we speak.
You ain't lying. I mean, you got it starts with Max Crosby, right? And then I mean, shit, bro. What 50s do they got over there?
Well, they brought in a safety this year. Who they bring in?
Yeah, help me out here.
Fuck, who the fuck did they bring in?
Chat, Bags. I know you guys made some moves. I know they brought in.
Mama, they brought in.
I like that move a lot, actually. I don't think Devin.
No, they brought in a fucking safety.
Yeah, who they bring in?
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank.
I'm blanking.
I'm blanking like a motherfucker too.
The Raiders?
Yeah. What was their off-season moves, big bro?
I'm gonna take a look. Hold on.
It was who?
Who?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Raiders off-season moves. Okay. All right. So we.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right. Hold on, Davia.
Jeremy Chin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it right there.
Yeah, it did. Darnay Holmes, cornerback. Rasheem Mozart.
Landon Roberts.
Eric Stokes. Lonnie Johnson Jr.
I think Roberts is from the Steelers.
Christian Wilkins.
Jeremy
Oh yeah, that
Chin.
was one of their big signings like 2 years ago from Miami.
Malcolm Conce, defensive end, and they had Adam Butler, the defensive tackle, and Alex Kappa was the big one.
And he
The
said
guard.
they brought in Devin White and they re-signed their own safety Pala I can't pronounce the brand name. I got him on my
They did a
IDP
lot of
leagues
one-year
everywhere.
deals. The Raiders did a lot of one-year deals.
Yeah, I mean,
1 and 2 year deals. Yeah.
we need Tyree Wilson to turn into that first round capital. And then Gainer. Man, linebacker is looking. It's not looking good post Spillane, man.
Right, that's why they brought in Robertson, because Roberts is an OG from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like this too much.
Yeah, they made moves, but nothing spectacular. I thought that was an upgrade.
Yeah.
That Spillane, that was a big thing. That was a big minus on that team.
Brandon said he was hitting them harder than he hit Gronk. Also, Kuntz got re-signed for the Raiders for $12 million. Then they signed Alex Kappa, and Bake said that's Palomalu's cousin. Yeah, I got that. I got y'all safety where that safety. I got him in all my IDP leagues, bro. Oh my mama.
Wow.
What else we got? Let me look at this motherfucking draft board. Giants is trying to make some noise, trying to boost up their number 3 pick. Let's talk about New Orleans. New Orleans. What's the over under that they really take Shador if he slides?
I think that if he slides, I think they do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think he falls to 9. I think the Raiders take him if he's there.
take him at 6.
Yeah.
Raiders take him at
Why?
6.
Because of the Brady Sanders connection?
Yeah.
If the Raiders take him at 6, y'all pick is gonna be the next hottest pick to trade out because you still got Genty on
Well,
the
the
board.
Jets said they trade out if Membu's not there.
Just a trade out if Mimbu's not there on everything.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Tell me your sources,
I
Lee.
am running this team.
My sources, kid, are right there. Right there.
There it is.
Talk about it, bro.
I am running.
You're trying to keep your sources from me.
Yeah.
His name is Derek fucking for real.
I might like Tyler Warren, but I definitely move off that pick and let somebody jump up and yeah, I feel like we're multiple pieces away from being dominant. So what better way to get better through the draft right now?
Speaking of draft, should we run a mock right now?
Oh, we can for sure.
Fuck it,
How
let's
many
run
trades
one.
do we think we get in the first round?
I mean, let me go use the bathroom real fast.
Yeah,
But
Ooh, I like that
uh,
one. That's a great question, Lee.
on my mama.
I expect 2
I think 2 to 3
Inside
big ones in the
the top
What better way to
14.
figure it out? We might
Yeah,
as well
and we got the,
we'll get trading with
we
the Jets.
And we and the homies in the chat is keeping this bitch fired up, so they gonna help us. What was the name of that?
Yeah, what was
Oh,
the
I got
name
it
of
right
that
here.
Oh, wasn't it? Was it
Peacock? What was it?
Yeah, I got it.
NFL draft or
Yeah, I
something?
found it.
It was slash mock draft. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
Bong. Lee said it was slash mock draft. Let's go.
I'm on part of it. Not.
Lee was like, yeah, it was something.com.
Some.com.
I put .com at the end of it. See,
Yeah.
www.bsf.com. BogartScottFree.com.
Hey, Brandon said the Texans defense is looking scary and they still may surprise people and go DT in the first round.
I mean, they will. Here's what's crazy. They have so much depth at that position as it stands. They got a sophomore, Tim Settle, who like flashed a ton last year, and he was the full-time starter by the time we closed out the year and into the playoffs. Then they had D'Amico Autry from the Titans. He was there. They brought him in last year. He had the PED, so he was suspended. And then they have another guy over there. Something. If Peacock was here, he would know. So maybe it wouldn't surprise me though, because D'Amico Ryan's over there and Caserio. You know what I mean? They fully know defense wins championships, and they are stout everywhere. I mean, even trading for CJ GJ, that's like a luxury trade. That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
got Tim Settle, Mario Edwards.
Mario. There you go.
Then they got D'Amico
Mario
Autry
and Tim for the most
Kurt
part.
Inish. And yeah, there's definitely
Tim Settle's my guy, man. Shout out to the settler.
yeah.
started
Kingsley
him in a bunch of spots last
Jonathan,
year.
Solomon Bird, Jaden Peavy.
But I see what he's saying because it gets really thin. Actually,
Check
they got a
this.
bunch of bodies there, but
This
ain't
is
no one
funny
really
right
notable
now.
outside of
So-
Tim Settle and like Mario Edwards.
According to Sleeper, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 offensive lineman candidates at the moment.
Oh yeah, they finna narrow that thing down.
They're gonna narrow it down, but they got no.
They're gonna try to keep all of them though. They're like, listen, we narrowed every other position down except for this one.
They got no shortage.
They're gonna be like Chicago with tight ends for the last like 5 years. Like for some reason, fucking Chicago had like 8 tight ends.
And they could easily draft like 2 or 3 more.
Fact. I mean, because look at they're covered at corners. They just locked down with a contract breaking the bank with Derek Stingley. Opposite him, they got the sophomore Lassiter who absolutely came on immediately. Pause. They got Bullock, the other sophomore safety, and then you have Pichu who they just paid, who I think deserves it. Good for him.
They got Lassiter got hurt, but before Lassiter got hurt, he was looking pretty good too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I think like they're set in their secondary. I mean, like I said, CJ is like a luxury trade.
Well, not really, because if it wasn't CJ, it'd be Jimmy Ward, and we already know who Jimmy Ward is.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, I guess you're right, because he is gonna play like a hybrid, like nickel.
Yeah, Jimmy Ward. I don't like Jimmy Ward.
I hate Jimmy Ward.
Yeah, he sucks.
That guy was responsible for a lot of big plays given up when he was with my Niners.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it, Jimmy.
But
card is not in the mail.
Let's give the Texans one more receiver at minimum, and if it could be a Mika Egbuka, I think that would be the.
We've
if
been
he's
trying
on
to get
board,
him.
I don't think he makes it past the Texans. I think let's fire this thing up and let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in the chat, man, y'all help us out with this mock draft, man. Y'all give y'all input on where we should go. 100%.
Especially if it's your team.
Cam Ward?
Yeah, at this point,
I think we're looking at Cam.
I used to think there was a way that Abdul Carter could make it at the number 1 overall, but nah, I think
Consensus.
everything that Lee has said makes sense, and Cam Ward is definitely going to be a Titan.
Because we haven't seen one other name in the past 2.5 to 3 weeks connected to the Titans. Not even a visit. So basically, you say right there, it's Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's lock him in. Cam Ward off the board. All right, that's what we're doing. We got Cleveland up next.
This Cleveland pick is going to be a huge pick in this draft. Yes.
Do they go? Do they go Travis Hunter and they're the ones that's trying to trade in for Shador, or do we go Abdul Carter?
I think we're going Abdul Carter. Hold on. Who was in the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, we on number 2.
This, or do the Browns?
They could get.
Or does the Cleveland
Browns
phone ring?
Yeah, the phone might be ringing, but
I think that phone's going to be pretty. They got to use up the whole clock.
Honestly, I think if they were smart, they would just take Shador.
Yeah,
I think that would be the best. That would be the best decision.
Well, let's do that, bro. Let's push Shador right now at Cleveland and see how the rest of this shit shakes up. Boom. Shador at Cleveland. Now we still got Carter and Hunter on the board.
Hold on.
Does Cleveland want to trade up?
We have Deion Sanders. He comes in and demands they do not trade him, or demands that they trade him.
So we're pulling a Philip Rivers, Eli Manning.
Yes.
That's all right.
Continue.
Let's
While
see
all
what
that's
the
going
Giants
on, at
do.
3.
Yeah, because
Talk about it. We got the Giants on the clock. What are they gonna do?
we got Hunter and Carter on the board right now. What y'all want to do?
Okay.
For the
Do you
Giants.
want?
This
Do
is
you
where-
want?
This is where
now-
the Browns trade Shador. No, that wouldn't work. Oh, this is where the Giants take. Yeah, this is where the Giants take
Hunter?
We'll just make this one nice and clean.
Yeah, Travis Hunter for me too.
Y'all want Hunter off the board?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's have fun. Campbell. They take Campbell, right? And then we finally get New England to have Travis Hunter.
So
Yeah.
I think Will.
I think
I like that.
I think New England's gonna go Campbell, to be honest with you.
Hold on, I need to take this.
So what we doing with the Giants?
We're going with Hunter.
Hunter? Boom. Okay, what we doing with New England?
I mean, he said that he likes Campbell, but
I think Will Campbell.
Will Campbell over Abdul Carter?
Ooh, shit. Ooh.
That's what that was my little hold up, because Abdul Carter.
Well,
This website
Carter,
even
my bad.
has
I keep
him
saying
as
Campbell.
the
I meant to say
number
Carter,
one.
pass rusher.
They even have him as the number one prospect in this draft.
Facts, bro.
that's crazy.
So there's no way Abdul Carter is getting out of the top 5.
Yeah, the Jaguars
New England-
cannot leave this draft with Abdul Carter.
And with New England bringing in what's the head coach name? Ain't no way he
Oh,
gonna let
Vrabel?
Abdul Carter.
Vrabel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way he letting Abdul Carter slide past him, bro.
Now, because he looked amazing during the playoffs. It was reminiscent of when J.J. Watt only had one arm and he was still wrecking the show. It was like the same thing.
Wow.
Talk about it. So we gonna lock this in with Abdul to New England.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, baby.
There it is.
Okay, is Jacksonville the first team to trade, or do y'all like anybody to Jacksonville right now?
Yeah, they need some offensive line.
They need some offensive line, as good as said, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Want to give them the
then,
number one
England is
offensive
very
lineman
good.
in Will Campbell?
yeah, let's do it.
Bung.
Okay, we got the Raiders up next. Where you at, Bakes? You still up in here, Bakes? Raiders trade back to the Saints. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
We got our first trade.
Okay.
Proposed trade. We got LV.
Does he know that Shador is off the
Yeah,
board?
Shador's gone.
Right.
See, this is why the Browns is fucking it all up.
Bro, fuck this up.
And we are trading to the
They're like-
Saints. Where's the Saints at? I'm burnt right now. Houston, Atlanta, New England, Pittsburgh. Did I pass that?
Yeah, you got to go down a little bit.
Pause.
Right there.
Good looking. 2 pauses. Me and you. Pause. Okay. What we doing, babes?
I just got it. I'm slow with that.
I mean,
I'm hella
hey,
slow
bro.
with them too.
Hey, fucking hey, I'm trying to hit this weed right now so I can get caught up to date right now on my mama.
So yeah, just do the 6 and the 9, and then just give Las Vegas all of New Orleans shits, because we ain't fucking around with it anyways, right? This is just speculation. They could do whatever the fuck they want to get the trade done, but I bet you if you give them all of the 26, that this deal gets done.
Oh, Bake said,
You know what I
never
mean?
mind. I didn't know Hunter was gone,
Yeah,
so he don't want to do the trade.
Okay, cancel this shit.
All right, we out of this way.
Let's Vegas. Let's give
him
them Jainty. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Genty at 6.
Oh, hold on. The Cowboys are on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Hold
What you
on,
wanna
this
do,
is Uncle
Bake?
Jerry.
Yeah.
What you want to do? Bakes, you want Genty or you want to trade with Dallas? Give you a second on my melon.
Hey, this is Mr. Brady.
uh,
I got $1 million. Give me a damn
Tom?
pick.
Is this Tommy? Tommy, this is your Uncle Jerry.
Tommy boy.
It's my pleasure. What do you want, Jerry?
I had the pleasure of meeting your ex-wife.
I don't
Listen,
think
Tommy,
Jerry
I've
should
been
be
having this
some sort of
conversation in
running
the shower.
he said trade with Jerry. All right, we got our first trade, so we do get 10 minutes in the first round. You know what I mean? We got our second phone call. It is Uncle Jerry on the phone. Bake said, let's propose a trade. It's going to take Dallas a lot to move up from 12 to 6. So
Let's just give them all the 26.
okay.
Yeah.
Just to make the deal work so we can get this trade.
All right, we're gonna
Actually,
Bake's
Dallas
the front
might
of the
not like
Cowboys
that.
organization right now.
I
He'd
think
be
we
like, "Give
already
me
did
Brock
this
Bowers."
before.
There it go right here.
Yep. There it is.
There it is. There, Genty
All
off the
right.
board.
And then boom,
Gangrene!
Fireworks.
boom,
Jets.
boom. All right.
Mimpu is off the board.
Yes.
Let's get
Nice.
okay. Now look, let's get our second trade because Lee did start
Yeah,
the show
Panther.
off with Carolina maybe rumored to trade. Is there anybody on the board that might want to come up? The Niners has been rumored for Mason Graham. We got Ted still on the board. We got Tyler and Jalen.
Here's
and,
my
Kelvin
question:
Banks.
Could we see Pittsburgh move up for a quarterback?
Not this early. No way.
The next quarterback would either be Milroe or the Ole Miss guy Dart.
They're going to take Jackson Dart here.
Nah, that's a dart throw. I'm not.
Well, I mean, they've been tied to Jackson Dart, and now with their newfound need for at QB.
Yeah, but they're what,
But
22?
I would say if not, it's O line. If they're not going to go QB, it's got to go O line. So they start building that protection for the future QB.
Well,
This is
no,
total-
it's Carolina
hold on,
right now.
this is-
Carolina's
what do
number
we
8.
got?
Oh, Carolina's number
Aaron
8. My bad.
This
my
is
bad.
a total
We got
hypothetical.
Aaron
No, we're on the
Rodgers
Saints.
landing
I'm
in
fucking up.
Pittsburgh.
This is a total
Realistically.
hypothetical. Does the Giants come back into round one?
For
a QB.
As of right
Not for
now,
Dart. No, I mean,
No.
If it's for
yeah,
Dart,
I
it
don't think the
won't go away
quarterbacks are worth coming up right now. Pause.
Okay.
And so, like with
And-
Carolina, though, so you still got Mason
Oh,
Graham, which
McMillan.
the Niners
Yeah, I'm
is
giving him
tied
McMillan.
to. You
me
got
give him
Tet.
the
You
Tet
still
man.
got Tet. You still got Tyler Warren.
I'm
You
giving
still
him
got
T-Mac.
Jalen Walker, Shamar Stewart. I mean, I guess it really ain't nobody to come up for. Pause.
Go
Now,
ahead and give him Tet
I would
McMillan.
love my Chargers to come up and get a player of need.
What? You guys just smashed the draft. You're not going up. You're gonna wait.
I don't.
You just want
I'm
Tyler
being
Warren
greedy.
somehow,
I want to
that's
be
why.
greedy. I hate the fucking Chiefs. Come on now. Fuck this.
You're not losing picks and players for.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think
And we know how Harbaugh
Don't worry,
likes
your
his
Michigan
picks.
kid might be there. One of
Graham?
them.
Oh yeah, one of them, Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how about this? I'm just gonna go give them a true number 1 at receiver. I'm gonna give them.
Want to give him
McMillan.
Tet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
Brandon
got
said
Jalen
Jerry.
Coker and Xavier Leggett over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or Xavier Leggett and Coker in that order, and then Thielen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they do have a tight end.
Yeah, they got Sanders, who's showed some flash. He got concussed and he was out. Remember that?
And this is so do we do Tet over Golden or does Golden become the golden boy of the wide receiver class?
In my opinion, bro, and my fantasy wish list, if they do go wide receiver, I hope it's Golden because Leggett is also a big body, Paul's tight wide receiver. So hopefully they don't take Tet. They do take Golden. That way
And
it
they
helps.
were okay. How about this? In the offseason, early in the offseason, they did say things like they want to Leggett to be a number 1. So he does fit that mold. Okay, there it is. Boom. Give him Golden.
100%.
They get some true speed on the outside.
Brandon said the Niners should move up, but we can go ahead and give them want to give them Golden because a player for us because me and Bogey is Niner fans, so somebody might fall to us, and with Golden in the top 10 does shake some shit up. So let's see how this draft board fall like this. Okay, boom. Next up is the Saints. Hey, Dave, we trying to work on that right now, Dave, on everything. This is a work in progress, but we are trying to work on this. So.
Thank God it's the off season.
Let's go. Anybody in the chat got any Mason Graham to the Niners? We're hoping. Anybody got any ideas what the Saints want to do?
Do you think they go wide receiver?
Guru, he was looking at Mike Green, right? Was that the pick that, or no? That was for the Chargers because he had Shador.
Did he have? Did he have a lineman?
No, he had the quarterback.
Oh, he had Shador. Okay, yes, he did have Shador with the news, and that was before the news broke. I think he said.
And honestly, I think you're gonna take best player available here. And I know I hate to ruin the Niners' wish list party, but Mason Graham. We got Cam Jordan, who's like 1,000 years old. We're gonna need somebody on that defensive line that can replace some of the players that the Saints have recently lost.
Facts. And this ain't the second time that the Niners is getting sniped. You already sniped us, big bro. So them is 2 players right there. The Niners ain't got their feelings hurt in this mock draft twice already. Oh, everything. So let's get him the best player available in Mason Graham. And now we got next up we got is Bear Dan. Where you at, Cricket Commish? You still up in here?
He's in there. He did ask, could you please recap the draft and who's been drafted?
I got you, big bro. Let's go with we got Cam Ward, Shador, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Genty, Nimbu, Matthew Golden, Mason Graham, and y'all on the board right now, big bro. We got Will Johnson, Ted McMillan, Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, Shamar Stewart, Kelvin Banks, Mike Green, Colston Loveland, Derek Harmon, and Malachi Starks to round out the next top 10 players, 12 players. Got to go ahead of Bears. So I know the Bears might get him. Oh, we got Chase in the building. What's up, Chase? Everything. Got to trade ahead of the Bears. They got to grab Mason. Yeah. Okay. You want to go Jalen Walker. Let's get Jalen Walker off the board.
So they got TJ Edwards and Edmonds and Walker.
Hey, boo.
Okay. We got the Niners up. I think I just heard back in time.
On the kitchen counter and look in the.
No, I didn't get any packages. I said.
Back. Bake said the Saints have Granderson and have Chase Young on a 3-year contract. Yeah, and they play the outside.
They play the outside, yeah.
And Carl Granderson, he's from my community as well, 100%.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you get
they hold Demario Davis. All 3 levels of their defense have old players.
Yeah.
100%. They let Marshawn go at the middle of the season to go to Washington, I think it was. It's the writing on the wall for their defense for sure. Saints probably go cornerback, let Tyrann Mathieu walk. The Honey Badger is old.
Not if Mason Graham's there. I think Mason Graham is too potent of a draft prospect.
And that's where they have the.
He even looks like a Saint. He even looks like a Bayou looking motherfucker.
Down by the bayou.
Yeah.
Bayou. On my mama. And Cricket said Tremaine, or is it Tremaine Edmonds, or is that his brother, the other Edmonds?
No, Tremaine.
Actually, done with the show. Are you gonna take it out?
Tremaine Edmonds' days are numbered.
What happened to Tremaine Edmonds last year? He fell off.
I love you.
Love you too.
Is he the one that came from Buffalo and signed with Chicago?
Yeah,
I love you.
Love you too.
a bunch of money too.
Yeah. I mean, they basically, what Roquan ended up getting traded away to Baltimore, and what Baltimore paid Roquan, they basically got TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds for that same price.
Mm. And Roquan signed a $100 million deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest paid.
And TJ Edwards was a bad motherfucker too, but like it was also the same thing. Like, you know, there's a reason probably why the Eagles weren't trying to pay him. It was like, all right, that position is kind of expendable.
Hey, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Everybody, this motherfucker been booming ever since we done fired this motherfucker up. So shout out to everybody in the chat. We fucking appreciate y'all, man.
Hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see.
100%.
Yeah, man. Hope everybody's having a good start to your week. It's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We almost 1 week away from the NFL 2025 draft. The shit's getting hype. You know what I mean?
We are 9 days away.
And we will be
Yeah, we're
covering the
gonna-
draft every day on the Gen Wealth Net _ YouTube channel. So make sure you lock in, subscribe, click that bell, man. Run up some of our old archive shit, man. Because like I said, we covering that shit every day, bro. We finna get.
Hey, JD, if people want, we have a number to call in, right? On draft night?
No, we ain't got no number to call in. But now, if you want to, because we ain't giving that number out to everybody. That's
Oh,
what,
yeah, it's selected.
we can't do that. Oh, my mama. But if you call in on draft night, just hit one of our Instagrams, you know what I mean? And if you is one of the people that can't pull up to want to get on, you know what I mean?
For your draft pick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm about to put the calling all cars out to the different, like I told Smokey, like, hey, you know, when the Chicago's on the board, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not there, when on the board, you know, definitely jump on, get a reaction real quick, what they think, you know what I mean? Same thing with Crooks. I'm gonna say the same thing because he's a Chicago fan. I would love to get Ron on pause, you know what I mean? When Atlanta, see what, you know, get his thoughts on Atlanta's pick.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Well, we know we got Peacock on board for the Texans.
I'm gonna try and get Renegade in this motherfucker, see if he want to come across some Commandos.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
My dog Hefe, he in Buffalo, but he's a Colts fan, you know what I mean? And
I can see if I can get one of my buddies on for New England.
Yeah, and you know, what we're doing is we're just bringing them on real quick, you know what I mean? 5-10 minutes to get their thoughts, you know what I'm saying? You know, but Derek, same thing. I already hollered at Derek about it. You know, Derek's with shit.
Hey, so
we got Raiders and Rams fans in the chat. We got
Banks. You know, Banks more than welcome.
What we doing, y'all, is getting our green room ready. So the NFL draft, they got their own green room. We getting our own green room ready, man.
Yeah,
we got all the hitters.
We're gonna be live for every second of it. So you know what I mean. Motherfuckers is more than welcome to pull up and you know what I mean, talk their shit. We all some backseat GMs. You know what I mean?
Come on now, 100%. We got to, man. It's fucking
backseat GMs unite.
Mama, let's get. Hey, Buggy, you walked in time just for the Niners pick. Mason Graham just came off the board.
Will Campbell still there?
Who?
Will Campbell?
Hell no.
Oh yeah, the Jags took him on.
I forgot where Campbell went.
I think he went to New England.
Yep, the Jags.
The Jags.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess we just go. What you feeling here, JD? I mean, we
so
need it all.
We got Will Johnson, we got Tet, we still got Tyler Warren, we still got Shamar, and we got Kelvin Banks. Mike Green, I think since
we're doing way different things here in this draft, let's just go in and give us Will Johnson.
Okay.
We got Salah there now.
Hey,
how Salah likes to have a corner he could put on an island at least, right?
Hey, what's that noise that the sleeper makes when you draft a punter too high? This is what the Niners is doing in Will.
It said something like that, right? What?
Or something like that. Oh,
yeah. Huh?
They were picking draft picks.
What?
Get with it. That would be cool if we just complain to Sleeper about this and they'll just add a draft pick like option. Like, be like, you know, you have all the positions, then you just have rookie draft pick.
Let us know what you thinking, Banks. You on the clock, Banks.
They take Tyler Warren. They got like 3 years in a row.
They have the twin terror at tight end.
They still got Michael Meyer too.
Look at that. Sounds like that look like you can put fans in the seats. Come see the Twin Towers at tight end. Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren. Sounds like a fucking heavy metal band.
Okay, the pick is in. First, we got Titans drafting Cam Ward at number 1, Daxton Jard at 35. Can't be too careful. He's on fire! Shout out to oh my mama. And he got this bitch phone. Fire! And then the pick is in. We got Amari and Hampton off the board, fellas. How y'all feel
Yeah,
about it?
that's
There it is.
because you traded down to get arguably a better prospect at running back. That wins. I like that.
Yeah, I remember you.
I will say Genty's a home run hitter, but like this guy's a guy you could have a career with.
Yeah, he's a three
You know what
down
I mean?
back.
You could have a 4 or 5 year solid of this guy carrying a fucking workload. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember Kidda saying, bro, if
That's the Pete Carroll guy right
goes
there.
to either Dallas or fucking Vegas, he could be the 101, 100%, because it's all nothing but him.
And the world is gonna always take Genty, and then the rest of us will just be hella happy
Come on now.
if we're up there in line to get Hampton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Hampton
a lot of
going-
times I probably would
the
take Hampton too.
Raiders.
I'm gonna look
All
at
of
that
a sudden.
situation with Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly and be like, "Yo, that's the guy we want in fantasy."
This is totally different position, but when McCarthy got chosen by the Vikings, all of a sudden McCarthy jumps May on draft boards in the rookie draft last year because of the landing spot.
Oh yeah, JJ.
But this is before May.
The
I'm sorry,
injury.
JJ's injury. But when at the day after draft night, motherfucking JJ leapfrogs Drake May, and becomes that third quarterback off the board because
Landing spot.
landing spot. That means a lot.
And it's facts because, like, if you're doing a startup come Saturday night, come Sunday, whenever the draft, or in Saturday night. So if you started a startup come Sunday and you get Genty to the fucking Raiders or to the Cowboys and Hampton to either or, those motherfuckers are going to jump up as well in a dynasty as well too, bro. Whether it's superflex or a single quarterback, 100%, bro.
I'm not gonna argue that because, like, and then I guess the only argument would be is like if you're in a super flex rookie draft, and then we're talking team needs there, right? Because if the person that needs QB is in position to grab one, you know, maybe they don't just automatically grab the Genty or the Hampton. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my fellas, man, that was in the East Coast West Coast League. They started up a whole different some shit.
Yeah, shout out to the homies.
And I got the invite to the new league, right? And so what they did was they had during the NCAA March Madness, that's how they had the draft order go. So I end up getting a 101 in that league, right?
Nice.
So I just put that motherfucker on the board, right? And so in the DGen, I took I take that back. It was the Generation Sav where I was able to trade back in. First, I took Jamar Chase at the 104 and traded back in. So now with me putting the 101 on, if I can get like the 105 and that motherfucking second round pick on top of my second round pick, I'm willing to do that 100%. And I don't mind taking the receiver and maybe Genty at that what would it be, the 221 or whatever the fuck it is? I don't know. It's a 12-team league. So I wouldn't mind taking Genty right there or a Marion and start and getting quarterbacks late. Because I don't have to start my dynasty off with young quarterbacks because a lot of them motherfuckers, the OGs, is going to get pushed down. And that's also part of the way that you contend in the first round is letting some of these young players pass because a lot of players, your league mates are going to go young in this startup, 100%.
Yeah.
Fact.
We got clock management in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, my guy Clock? Happy Tuesday to you, Clock.
Come on now. Giants will draft Will Howard. Bold prediction. At the 4?
No, I mean, he means at the
Will
second
Campbell?
round. Will Howard?
You mean Will Campbell?
I think he means the quarterback.
Will Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard's like he's supposed to. There's a lot of hype on this
Ohio
kid.
State quarterback.
There
The
you go.
Ohio State quarterback.
Oh, so, like a late round pick.
I'm not mad at that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, the QB, 100%.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
he's joking regardless.
Let's get back to the draft, bro.
Got the Dolphins.
The fans is on the board. We got Chet, Tyler, Shamor, Kelvin Banks, Mike Green, Colston Loveland, Derek Harmon, Malachi Starks, Michael Williams, Nick Imawari, Jade Barron, Tyler Booker, and Jahad Campbell. I don't know if they need offense. I mean, you had Jonnu who came on good, so I don't know if they need Tyler Warren. What's the pass rusher that they brought from Denver and was out for like the whole season?
Who? Oh, is it? Huh? What?
Is it Bradley Chubb?
Chubb, yeah.
Isn't Chubb in Bradley Chubb over in? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chubb. They brought Chubb. They bought him. Big contract. I think it was like a 3 or 4 year.
It was a 4-year deal.
100 million. 100 per year. That way, 100 million, like a 3 or 4 year contract. And he's still potentially a guy that could earn that money. But that doesn't mean that they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got best on board.
Stewart
or Tyler. I think Tyler has the best prospect status over Ted. But those are really positions that are going to make the Dolphins better right away. The defensive tackle Harmon from Oregon.
Yeah. They lost you talked about him earlier, Christian
Wilkins
2 years ago, 100%. What else? I mean, we got Kelvin Banks to help on that old line. They lost Armstead. I think Armstead is not on a team no more. Armin, Malachi Starks in the secondary. If they're going to get rid of, Starks don't play corner, but if they're going to get rid of Jalen Ramsey, that could help out their secondary.
And they already got rid of the safety. Another J. What is his name?
Oh, Javon Holland.
Javon Holland. They already lost him.
I think he went to New York, I forgot where he went.
Holland and then the rookie over there, or, I guess he's going to be a sophomore this year once he's healthy.
100%. What about any team trying to trade up with the Dolphins right now for one of these players, especially with Tet and Tyler Warren still on the board? You see any team that might want to trade up to come and get anything? Colts, the Falcons, Cardinals, the Bengals, Seattle, Tampa, Denver, and Pittsburgh.
Nah, the Hampton to the Raiders. That was a big move.
All right. You know what? Let's do this. Let me throw a trade in. So, even though they signed, this is for fantasy purposes right here, y'all. Even though they signed or re-signed the best gritty, let's see if the Bengals can move up and get Tyler Warren. I want to play if Tyler Warren is one of the next.
Can I say something to that pick there, JD?
Talk about it.
If it's the Bengals, they really need help on that line, man. Their offense is loaded.
100%.
But if I remember, I talked in the show that they They want to address. They should address the offensive line and defensive line. They really need help. They said the draft is what's going to be. They're going to try to hopefully nail pause on this to fill holes because those lines were horrible last year.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. Let's do that then. So we're gonna have Cincinnati.
I'm not trying to bust the bubble, but I'm just saying that if we're talking about needs and wants.
Oh, yeah, I said fantasy purposes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what we gonna do? We're gonna take your idea. We're gonna take Cincinnati to move up with the Fins to get Stewart. Stewart, they say, is the best pass rusher on.
He's the best pass rusher. They say, yeah.
Let's go 49. Next year's for see if they don't got to give up too much. Accepted. We in the building with that. Shamar Stewart's off the board. Now, is this where Tyler Warren falls to the Colts?
Ooh, that's a hell of a need for the Colts too.
Want to do that?
Oh, I would lock him in. Yes.
All right, there we go. Back-to-back picks. We got the Falcons on the board. Any dirty birds up in the building? Do y'all want to pair Tet with Drake London?
That sounds good.
There it is there. Oh, my mama. We're going to pair Seahawks. Okay, hold on. So, Seahawks trade up to get Brandon. Say Seahawks trade up to get Brandon on this team.
I've seen a lot of Seahawks talk that they want Mick. They want Tet.
So that's what he's saying. So Seahawks trade up to get Ted. Let's see if we can get that. Dirty birds at. Okay, Seahawks move up from 18 to 15. They got to give up to 50 to 52nd. Let's try up to 52nd. See if that works. Okay, there we go. Boom. And then Seahawks take Ted. Okay, what we going to do with the Cardinals? Kelvin Banks, Mike Green, Poston Leveland, Derek Harmon, Malachi Starks, Michael Williams, Nick Emery, Jahad Brown, Tyler Booker, Jahad Campbell, or Josh Simmons.
Hmm.
You can either go and beef up this O-line with Kelvin Banks, or we can go defense. We do have a defensive-minded coach in Gannon. I can't think of his first name. So we got Harmon and Mike Green and Malachi. I wonder if they need pass rush. You still got Buda Baker over there. I don't know who their other safety is. I wonder. Oh, and their needs is edge. Oh, we're gonna go with their needs. We're gonna keep them where they at. And their first need is edge. We're gonna go Mike Green.
Yep.
And then we got the Dolphins on the clock. Their main need is offensive guard. Tampa. Okay, well, then let's give them Tyler Booker. Atlanta. Atlanta's one of these teams that traded back. Ravens, you mean Flock. They have Thompson over there in Arizona. Okay, for sure. So Dolphins take Malachi Starks. Oh, my bad, Brandon. I wasn't looking. Drafted a replacement in the 4th round. Okay. What y'all want to do with Atlanta? Y'all want to give Atlanta a CB right here?
They need pass rush.
D tackle.
Atlanta needs pass rush bad.
Atlanta needs pass rush.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got one of the best offensive lines in the league.
Let's keep with.
The line.
I would say they got the one of the most first round drafted offensive lines.
All right, so we're gonna keep Michael Williams in the state of Georgia, and he's staying with he's going to the Falcons. We got Tampa Bay on the clock.
That's nice. Tampa Bay.
Okay, I want to give them. Ooh, We took Will Johnson to the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But they got Jade.
Jadea is still up there. Yep. The boy from Texas.
There you go. They need corner and because they're good with safety. They got Antoine Winfield over there, and then I think they still got Jordan Whitehead. They got Tyke paying nickel.
Brandon said Falcons missed out. They could have gone Jared Versace and Brandon Fisk last year.
Yeah, bro. Versace goes crazy, bro. I hate that he's in our division.
Okay, we got
and Fisk too, bro.
Hey, Chase, is you still in the building? No, Chase ain't no Broncos fan. He just is Chase.
Wasn't Chase a Broncos fan?
Chase is a Broncos fan. If you up in here, Chase, you on the clock, big bro. Let us know what's going on.
Man, shout out to Chase.
Shout out to Chase on my mama. Bake said Tampa could have used Green as well. On my mama. We had Mike Green on one of our visits. Let's go, Orange Crush. Let us know what you want to do, Chase. If there's any player on the board that you like. I got a couple cousins that's Orange Crush and a couple homies that's Orange Crush.
I like that pick with Loveland though. That is, but they just picked up what's his name? So, yeah, they picked up Evan Ingram, so it's kind of a waste of a pick, I think. I'm not saying a waste of a pick, but for 2 years he's got to be sitting. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
If the Broncos hypothetically pick Loveland,
nah, man, that guy might get in there like immediately.
Yep, that's what Chase wants is Loveland. He want to run with the 2 tight end set.
There it is.
Okay. Is there any black and yellow people? Black and yellow in the chat.
Oh, yellow stripes.
Or can we take? Oh,
You know
never
what?
mind. I got
Let's
this.
go ahead and give it to him, bro. Jackson Dart.
I was gonna go Milrow, but let's give him Dart.
Okay, let's give him Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I was gonna give him Milrow, but let's get it.
It's the same thing, either for me.
100%.
Let's just shake it up. Give him Milrow. They'd be like, oh shit.
Okay, Lee, you on the board, big bro. What the Bolts doing?
well, the Bolts are gonna hype. We're gonna go.
Tyler Warren went to the Colts, huh?
Chase said Leveland can play inline and Ingram is more of a big slot. Facts.
Yeah, exactly. That is fact.
Leveland.
Give me the best edge rusher.
Best edge rusher is slide back over there.
Is the Bama kid still the Georgia kid? Or is it the Bama kid that was still out there?
Best rusher we got would be Nick Scooteron from Texas A&M. Hey, you still got Emeka Egbuka.
Give me a wide receiver. Give me. Is Golden in there?
Yeah, Golden is gone. You got Egbuka and Burden left.
Oh, give me Mbuka. Give me the Ohio State kid.
Hold on. I'm trying to get Buka to the Texans somehow.
I know, because Peacock
never
The draft is rigged, goddammit.
It just never happens that way.
The draft is rigged. All right.
Okay. Hey, JB, you still in here, JB? If Josh, stay tuned live in here.
Give me the books.
Harmon to the Chargers. That's a nice pick.
Mama.
Yeah.
You guys need pass rusher bad though.
Yeah, I know we need.
I would say James
pass
Pierce
rushers.
Jr. or
There you go, Pierce. There it is, right there.
For the Packers?
well, before Egbuka got chosen, because
Yeah, we were
Lee was saying that he would like pass rusher.
We need pass
We're getting an
rusher.
executive call.
Lee, so you're removing your pick?
Removing my pick, and I want the best edge rusher.
All right, big bruh.
I guess that's subjective.
Give him Pierce.
Pierce is a is a top tier.
Mm-hmm.
How I remove it?
I don't
There
know
it
if you
is.
can.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, he's locked in.
Okay,
There you go.
Yeah, I think he's locked in, y'all, because I don't see nowhere where to remove it.
So
at.
Green Bay
Don't
takes
even trip.
Pierce.
Don't even trip. Lee did it.
I did it.
Lee
I'm
was-
the
I
sinner.
was trying my best to get the books to the Texans.
I'm the sinner.
That's his quarterback, man. Oh, my mama.
Right.
Uh,
Okay, you know what though? If I also wouldn't have minded if the Books got to Green Bay too, because I can see Green Bay going receiver here. So if that was the case, who do y'all got?
and Green Bay ain't
Shout
never
out to
drafted a
JB
receiver in the first round.
Hmm?
Green Bay's never drafted a receiver in the first round. On
No, they haven't.
You know what? They always had Aaron Rodgers though, right? Someone who could they can.
I know, but they had two quarterbacks in 30 years and never done it between two quarterbacks.
That is true. But then now they have Aaron Rodgers. I mean, now they have Jordan Love, who can't necessarily make guys, right? You kind of need a ready-made guy.
I think they so in the playoffs when they whipped Dallas, they made it happen, and so that's why
That pretty much solidified my Romeo Dobbs. I was like, boom, shakalaka on all because all year I was saying Romeo Dobbs. Then he goes crazy on the big stage, and then didn't follow through with it last year.
Yeah, the what's in line typical for, in my opinion, for Green Bay this right here would be this defensive player,
pass rusher,
whatever they feel like is the best defensive player on the board,
the best edge specifically.
So it would be Scooteron, but you still got Starks, Harmon, Campbell, Walter Nolan, James Pierce, everything. You got Scooteron and Pierce, Malik Williams. Oh my mama! So what you want to give Green Bay?
I would go with
Pierce or Scooteron?
And I guess if not edge, I guess it would be O-line, but I'm gonna stick with edge. Let's go give him Nolan.
Nolan?
Mm-hmm.
Nolan played D tackle.
Oh, I thought you said he was an edge.
Nah, Scooteron and Pierce is the edge.
Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and give him Pearson. I forgot we didn't give Pierce to the Chargers.
Okay, we got Minnesota Den up. You still in the building, big bro?
Denny.
Let's get it.
If you want to call in, Denny, go ahead.
Oh yeah, you got the number, big bro.
Denny can call in.
Right now, if you want to call in and make your pick, you damn show can. You got the number.
Call JD line.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bluetooth phone.
Very exclusive.
Compare that bitch right now. But only thing is the sounds of my phone make it's gonna come line typical for, in my opinion, for eBay. This told you I'm a ventriloquist.
Yeah, all good. If he out there, he'll put it in the chat.
Take it. Oh, here we go, right here. So let's get caught up in the chat real fast. Harmon to the Chargers. TJ Watt to the Packers. Remember you saying earlier, Brandon. Packers trade back with the Woggles. Fuck the Woggles. Oh, everything. Packers trade back with the Eagles to get AJ Brown. So the Eagles will move up. We already got the Packers out the way. And then Brandon said Vikings get Imawari. How y'all feel about that?
Who's that? Who's Emery? Oh no, he's not a
Safety
receiver.
from South Carolina.
I'm not mad at that. I was gonna say safety's a need for them.
Okay.
They just got rid of they just let go of Cam Bynum.
Yep.
And they run 3 safeties over there. Because they got what's his name? The Medalist is like a Josh Medalist is like he's like a hybrid. You know what I mean?
That's Bogey's cheat code.
Yeah. I like the dual designated guys in fantasy. Pause.
Okay, let's go. Nick Imawari. Boom. Now we got the 713 motherfucking Texans, y'all. What we doing?
I mean, it's O-line or receiver for me in that order.
O-line, you still got the one of the top ranked O tackles out there in Kelvin Banks, Josh Simmons, Zabel. I know Peacock likes the guards. Zabel, and who else was it? It was another guard that he was talking about. So you want to go the best offensive tackle or the best guard?
Let's go with the best tackle.
Let's get him. Kelvin Banks off.
I mean, they did. You know what? Let's go with the best guard. My bad. Oh, you know what? The Banks is good. Fuck it. We're doing the tackle thing.
Yeah, I picked him already.
Yeah.
King D, you still in the building? Let's go with the Rams, baby. If you still up in here, man.
I feel like the Rams could shock the world right here because Jackson Dart kept falling. Let's just have fun with this one.
I think it's a Jackson Dart pick.
Let's do it.
Because like they were already, there was some a little bit of chatter of them like potentially looking at it,
Oh wait, hold on. We got King D still in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
So he's saying my Rams he's guessing cornerback or LB. So you still got Jahad Campbell out there, big bro, is one of the
Oh, don't give him
rated,
Campbell. I'm hating.
linebackers.
No. Give him Campbell. Because
Bogey's like, I want to fall to my
Bogart
49ers.
stole the most.
Let's go to war.
He has fucking
Bro, with
War in
the
his
war.
name. Bro, if they add War Campbell to that squad already that they got, I'm mad as fuck.
Oh my mama. Brandon said Jalen Ramsey to the Rams. But then McVay will go offense. I mean, so you got Luther Burden out there, bro. Who else? You got a good offensive guard in Sable, Luther Burden. You can go with your backup quarterback if you want to. You got Trey Harris, Mason Taylor, Trayvon Henderson. You can also go with y'all took the other running back in the third round last year. He didn't even do nothing last year.
What team is it?
This is the Rams.
They took Blake.
Right.
You know what?
Well, see, we got King D in the building, and King D is a Rams fan.
Yeah. He liked the Ward Campbell pick. I like it too. I mean, they got Omar Spates over there. They let go of Roseboom. You know what I mean? Omar Spates, he showed some flashes. Ernest Jones, probably someone they would have kept if they weren't trying to, if they weren't valuing that position, like, like as far as paying it, because
Okay, he said the tight end. So the next tight end off the board would be Mason Taylor, because Loveland and is Loveland off the board?
Ooh, I think that might be a record too. 3 tight ends in the first round. We're shaking it up, baby.
Yeah,
We
Loveland.
shake it up.
Loveland is off the board, but a lot of people like Mason Taylor over Loveland.
Ooh, win.
All right, let's go Mason Taylor then, bro, to add to this offense. Boom. Now we got the Ravens on the board. Anybody in the chat got anything? Got any idea for the?
They definitely like safeties over there. Even though they got Kyle Hamilton, they could use another one.
Well, there it is. There. Malachi Starks is still there. You got Derek Harmon too, though. Give him Malachi Starks. Boom. Okay, now we got the Detroit Lions on the board. What y'all want to do? Is there an edge? Oh, we got Derek Harmon still there. Jahad Campbell, Josh Simmons, Walter Nolan. They need edge and offensive guard, safety. Guard worth something up for. Well, let's give them Donovan Ezaruka. They need edge. Let's give them that. What y'all want to do for Washington? Oh, that's Watson. My bad, big bro. I got to click back and forth.
Bird.
You want to go Burden to Washington?
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. We got Buffalo up next.
Ooh.
Derek Harmon, Jahad Campbell, Josh Simmons, Walter Nolan, Sable, Scooteron, Talik, Jalen Milroe, no. Siobhan Revel, the next corner off the board.
What is Buffalo's needs, though?
CB, DT, LB, edge, and wide receiver. Let's give him Revel. Kansas City.
How about we give him nothing?
Right. Let's give them Josh Simmons and let me see what it's going to take for my Niners to get back into this first round. Niners, let's go Philly.
I vote we give him a pint of Louisville.
Really? Okay, so we're gonna give up. We want this 30-second pick. We're gonna give them 75th, 3rd, and the 4th next year. There we go. Boom. Bogey. You back up in here?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who you like better. Derek Harmon, Jahad Campbell, Scooter Ron, Walter Nolan. Derek Harmon, Jahad.
Go Harmon.
You want to go Harmon?
Yep.
Okay, so the Niners traded back into the 32nd pick, and we take Derek Harmon. Boom. There goes our first mock draft
Yeah.
of the week.
We did it, Bones.
Come on now. Oh, my mama.
We got Harmon. You down to run another one?
Harmon, shit, man. I might have to get ready to shut this bitch down.
Yeah. I'm with it. We can shut it down too.
Oh, yeah.
What's today? Tuesday? Okay, yeah. So, stay locked in. We'll definitely be back at y'all. Another edition of Wake Your Game Up on Friday. And stay tuned for OJ, everything in between.
Oh, now.
You know what I mean?
It'll be our pre-420 show.
100%. And you know what I'm thinking next week, bro? Since the draft is next week, I'm thinking Monday morning, if we want to. I think all next week should, like how we did we did last time, whatever the fuck we was doing. It was all that week.
When the free agency popped up.
Yeah, when free agency popped up. I think next week should just be nothing but football, bro.
I'm with it.
On my mind.
Yep. We'll do a bunch of these next week.
100%.
All right, fellas.
Stay tuned for the the continuation of the countdown to the 2025 NFL draft. Saying Gen WealthNet on YouTube, Gen WealthNet _ on Instagram. You know what I mean? JD, let them know.
Come on now, Heart to Start podcast, man. You already know what time it is, man. Guru Nation, man. Spencer the Guru, man. 100%, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. From my dog Gang Green, man. From my dog Ear to the Streets, man. 100%. Y'all know what time it is. We form like.
Shout out to our man.
Don't forget to hit the sale and get your drip and your merch.
Oh, my mama, man. When we all come together, it's like Ultron. 100% the whole.
Monty Burns wearing the MF Doom mask. Look at that. She's badass. NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Come on now. 100%. We'll see y'all boys Friday for the next wake your game up, man. On my mama.
Good show, man.
Peace, fellas.
Peace.
Peace.
Tryna sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just tryna ball like Bruce Wayne. Move weight, tryna sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just tryna ball like Bruce Wayne. Scott, out in Gotham City, clocking plenty, this ain't a new thing. pockets full of Benny with the blue face. Got them envy when they see me in that new thing. So you know I keep a semi with the blue flame. My crew deeper than a Wu-Tang. And it ain't no secret that we move things. Out the east where we lace like some shoestrings. Get up on your top like a toupee. Never bite the hand that feed you in the food chain. Cause we'll come and eat you for some loose change. Call me Scott Dillinger. I stay firing on all cylinders. I'm praying God with us, but I'm saturated in sin. Since I lost my innocence, all we do is keep it moving. About money like a motherfucking Jewish.
All right, y'all. In a minute.
Eureka. We make plays.